Hello everybody and welcome back to another Helix Cloud Games live reaction, live stream, watch along, whatever you want to call it. You're joining myself, Chris, as we watch along and tune in to Gamescom Opening Night Live with Geoff Keighley. But it wouldn't be a watch along without some wonderful friends and gamers out there. So shout out to all the gaming community. You're joining myself alongside my man of many pixels, Mr. Richie. Welcome this evening, sir, gentlemen,
Good
friend.
evening, guys.
Recovered from hangover?
Yeah,
and
pretty much.
just about. And below him, our chaotic neutral co-host of the Talking the PS PlayStation podcast, we also have Rob joining us as well.
Good evening.
And I do have everyone's audio chat. Welcome. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for joining to watch along to this showcase that begins in just 5 minutes for Opening Night Live. We're expecting to see loads of reveals, gameplays, announcements, and hopefully some surprises along the way. And with it being Geoff Keighley, of course, plenty of advertisements to pay for the whole showcase. Of course, this is kicking off Gamescom 2022, the first live showcase event that's actually taken place since the global pandemic happened. This is the first Gamescom where there is actually going to be a showcase floor in Cologne, Germany. Thousands of people from all over the world, journalists and fans alike, flock to Gamescom. It is the biggest physical presence in the gaming industry. I know E3 over in the stateside is pretty big, but just in terms of square footage, Gamescom is huge. It covers such a wide space. It's unbelievable to see in person, and from the pictures and videos I've seen, it's huge. But we are, of course, here for some just reveals and trailers. We're hoping, of course, to see loads of stuff across the cloud gaming world, but as we've got 4 minutes to go, Richie, I'll throw it over to you first. Any final predictions? We know we're seeing some stuff. We discussed it on the podcast this week. Any last minute kind of expectations?
Well, the three things we know for definitely are going to be here, because it's literally in the branding for the thing, is Callisto Protocol, Sonic Frontiers, and the third one, which I'm Hogwarts
Legacy.
Which I'm surprised Hogwarts is going to be here, considering it's got delayed, but it's going to be there. I'm hoping, I don't know if we'll see them, but the rumours of the EA games, Iron Man or Black Panther, that's what I want to see, actually.
Well,
because we know there's going to be stuff that we've never seen before, never heard of before. So it's hard to get excited for that stuff till you see it.
Yeah, there's got to be one
stuff
last
that we've
thing.
heard, like, oh, that could be a cool thing. I want to see what that is.
Certainly can be. The show is about 2 hours long, so we should expect to see quite a lot. I'm expecting, like most of these shows, they have like a little lull about halfway through when we get into like the gameplay and features of one particular game, which I never feel like I need to see this much in a showcase about, but it's always kind of filler to some degree. How about you, Rob? Any final predictions before we go into this?
I think Black Panther as well as Richie. I mean, if the chat on the actual events to be believed, there's going to be some big Sonic news. Everyone's just talking about Sonic for some reason.
Sonic Frontiers is confirmed to be here.
Yeah, I mean, the trailer for Sonic Frontiers actually was dropped, a Japanese trailer earlier on today, showcasing a November 8th release date. So whether that was just premature and we're probably going to see the big gameplay reveal today. But yeah, we'll obviously find out very, very soon.
With Sonic Frontiers, 100 expect it to be here. I wouldn't be surprised if that's to the opener, to be honest. Because literally
I think
on the
the
thumbnail for the
meme
Game
value
Awards stream, it just says Sonic Frontiers.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting that release date. I think it's going to be a big moment in the show.
Yeah, well, we know Geoff's friends with quite a lot of people out there in the world. I think there was the 2K account teased this last 2 or 3 days. There was the Borderlands was teased, obviously on the Sounds of Stadia podcast, and Talking the PS this week, we covered the new Tales from the Borderlands that leaked over on Amazon. So I'm 100% expecting to see that here as well. And also, we had BioShock tweet out about the 15th anniversary this past week. We do know there's a 4th BioShock game in the works at a newly developed studio.
Like a very Geoff Keighley reveal.
Right, well. It does. It's a new company, new development company called Cloud Chamber who are working on it. It was specifically built to design the new BioShock game. So I think it's been in the works for 2 or so years now. So I think this could be a kind of a gameplay trailer reveal or some kind of like tease. That might be the end. It might be a bit early for next year, but I think it's about the new cycle time when they start to tease it publicly anyway. Build that hype.
It's been in development for 2 years already. It'll be like 3 years. It might be 3.5 years if it drops late next year. 4 years maybe. Yeah,
but I just count in like an additional year's delay for all games nowadays. That's the standard. So it'll be announced for next year. Come out 2024.
I'm thinking of the plan, not the actual.
The actual action. Chat, all the folks in the chat. Inlead, welcome. Phipps, welcome for stopping by. Thank you. Kumnar's in the chat. Max, Ali as well. Caseball, all you wonderful folks out there watching along. Do let us know in the comments what you expect to see with less than 60 seconds to go before Opening Night Live kicks off. Of course, we do know there's a lot to be seen. However, I always like these shows just for the surprises. Like, throughout this showcase, there should be one or two things that we haven't quite seen yet. Mugen Live is also in the chat. Thanks for stopping by. Of course, if you are watching, don't forget to give the video a like. And if you're not a supporter of the channel already, click that bell as well so you're kept in the loop with other shows we do. We do a weekly Stadia podcast, we do a weekly PlayStation podcast, and we do a weekly cloud gaming podcast as well. Before the show goes live, 20 seconds left, gentlemen. Does the E in Gamescom look slightly off from the rest of the letters to you? Like it's been shrunk to fit like a certain font or something?
I was wondering, is it my monitor? Because like the lettering for me looks a bit like
skew with.
A bit skew,
Yeah.
but almost like low res in some ways.
Yeah.
Either
It
way.
should have a capital, right?
Yeah.
I-
Either
I
way,
d- I actually
fonts aside,
double-checked.
gentlemen,
Yeah,
the countdown has
I double-checked that I was
begun.
streaming at 1080p as well, just to make sure.
It's live. The countdown's left for me, so I'm going to kick into the audio. No doubt will be claimed at some point throughout this live stream for probably a sound effect or a song. But you know what? We're just here for the laughs and the reveals. So let us know how the sound is, folks, and we'll go into Gamescom Opening Night Live.
Please welcome to the stage.
Can you guys hear it? Can you hear it? I can't hear
I
it.
can hear it.
I think I know why,
The
though.
volume's not super high. Is it?
Oh my God! Hello, everybody. How you doing? It is so great to have a
There he
live
is.
crowd with us here in Cologne,
I'll leave the
Germany
subtitles on
for Gamescom
for the sake of everyone out there.
2022.
Remember,
I'm Jeff
Richie
Keighley,
Rob,
and
because
I
I'm
gotta say,
streaming
I am
this,
so excited
you
to be
guys
here
are
with
also
you.
overwhelmed
We did
by the
this in
sound of Jeff when we do
2019
this. So if you
live in
talk and ask me
person in
something I don't
Germany.
hear,
The past 2 years, we had to do it
I've got
virtually
all the background
in Los
noise as well.
Angeles, And in 2020, the first show that my team did together live was that August, Gamescom, and we connected with all of you virtually. And the fact that we're back here in person, I don't want to ever take this for granted before. So, guys, are you ready for a fun show?
Chat's asking you to turn the subtitles off.
Yeah, I've got them off. Don't
Well,
worry. I'm on
I
it,
gotta
folks.
say, we have a lot of great stuff for you tonight. We have tons of world premieres. The entire industry has come together to showcase the future for you.
Is that a
Games
leather
like
jacket or
Sonic
is that a bin bag?
Frontiers, The Callisto Protocol,
It's definitely not necessary because
Outlast
he's indoors.
Trials, Hogwarts Legacy.
He always goes for the
Gotham
style, though,
Knights,
does Jeff.
and a lot of surprises of things that we didn't talk about in advance. So we've got some good stuff for
Oh,
you
good,
tonight
good. What
here
I
at
like.
Gamescom. And I can't wait to get started. We've got 2 hours of stuff, so should we just get right to it?
Look at all them people in person.
Do you think
It's
that's weird
All
for him to be back on the stage in front of
I
people?
love
again?
the
Oh,
roar
definitely.
Of a live crowd, and because we got a live crowd, we got to surprise you with some stuff tonight too. So let's start things off with our first world premiere.
Oh, here we
It's
go.
a new world from a brand new team that has a bold vision. Let's check this out.
This could be Bioshock.
I mean, yeah, brand new team. He's got to have a big show opener, right? I can hear water. Oh, looks like Immortals Phoenix Rising.
We want the community to build this. We want it to be their worlds. We want
Scottish.
them to tell their stories in their game. I think it's human nature to navigate uncharted territory, to find a place where we're free to explore, to be creative, and to share amazing
concept art was
experiences.
cool.
The goals are to make an experience that's unlike any other, which is such an exciting thing to be part
It
of.
almost
I
looks
think
like he's
ultimately,
rendered in a
like,
game.
that's kind of been the big ambition. Is
Yeah, I thought that as well. Like, he looked a bit.
that can be built out in every direction.
I think it's every day is a new discoveries and it's constantly growing.
We've put a lot of focus, I think, on the current zeitgeist and what it means to represent yourself digitally.
This is more than a
Digitally.
game. It's a labor of love. It's a labor of passion.
Bit of Solid Snake there. The silhouette of him.
Gamers, and I think that we've kind of captured that.
Okay.
Players will
It
play a
sometimes
massive
looks like
part in this.
full and fancy.
It's
Other
not
times
going to be
it's very
just our
sci-fi.
game. It's
Hmm.
not going to be just what we decide to do with it.
There's something in it that will definitely appeal to you, no matter what it is that you love to do.
The really thrilling aspect of all this is that people are going to get to see what we're doing for the first time.
I'm just so excited for people to see what we've been spending the last.
I like the concept of that. I would quite happily have some of that framed in my house.
I'm excited to see how they feel about it, even though they will have to wait just a little bit longer.
Everywhere has become more than just a video game for us. And today,
Is that a real
I'd like
person?
to
Like
give
that?
you a peek behind the curtain of
It's a
what
real
we've been
person,
working on.
So what is it? What is it? Welcome, Petter. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing good. Okay. We got a logo.
See, that looks more sci-fi now. Look, probably like sci-fi fantasy.
It's all just a go-kart racing game with little miniature. So this is a 3D render of the logo, right? It's just going to zoom out to the logo again. What is? So there's okay. There's like
there's a lot of stuff going on here.
Yeah, there's the logo.
Did say there was something for everyone.
Here's the New World. Was it that we call that? No, everywhere.
Everywhere. They did say everywhere quite a few times.
But what is everywhere? Everywhere game. Time for a new world. What do you think? MMO? Like, it seems big enough, right?
It does give me MMO
there you go,
like games
everywhere,
and
and I'm sure you've got a ton of questions. And joining me now from Builder Rocket Boy is Adam Whiting to hopefully answer some
Builder
of those
Rocket Boy.
We're a little confused, but we want to know a lot about this. So tell us, everywhere, what kind of game is this? What can you tell us, Adam?
Well, firstly, can I just say it's really exciting.
Oh, the NFT cloud game. I hope not.
Looking forward to coming out of stealth mode and really delighted to start the conversation today here at Gamescom. Now, I won't be able to reveal everything, but what I can say is that really we're not trying to make a normal game. I think the scope and ambition of this project are quite unlike anything else. We want to build a whole new world for gamers, and not just a place to play, but watch, share, create.
Oh, this is some metaverse shit.
It sounds like Creator.
Well, I gotta say, the end of the trailer, I think we all were taken aback by, whoa, change art style, this seems totally different. Is that part of everywhere? What can you tell us?
Well, Jeff, that's one of the many surprises we've got in store for players. I mean, we are passionate about making games and telling stories, but ultimately we made Everywhere to be a place where players can make their own experiences, be who they want to be and tell their own stories. But we're still passionate about making immersive and cinematic experiences that players can just get lost in and enjoy.
Ready Player
I guess you
One.
say we want people to have their cake and eat it, and Everywhere is the place that can happen.
All right, well, definitely a bold vision for what you're doing here. The other question I'm sure we're all wondering is, we didn't see any date on the trailer. Any sense of when we're going to get to play this thing? Where are you at in development?
Well, I'm delighted to say that we aim to have Everywhere in the hands of players in 2023, but we've got many more things to show.
AKA 2024.
And we're really excited for you to sign up on our website, everywhere.game. But really, today was just a sneak peek behind the curtain to see what the team has been so hard at work on.
I like the stage layout.
To get this in the hands
It's
of
pretty
players
cool.
as soon as possible.
You do so much with LEDs
Adam, thank
now.
you for sharing the reveal here at Gamescom. It's awesome to have
So what was the name of the studio?
On stage, and tonight we've got a lot of European studios that are going to reveal their games.
It was kind of a mouthful, wasn't it?
Right now we're going to move to another.
He said Rocket Boy with a rocket or something, but I don't know if that was just like him giving him a nickname. Builder Rocket Boy.
Builder Rocket Boy.
Right. Okay. Interesting. Inlaid in the chat says I still have to finish Nowhere. Yeah, exactly, Petter. What game doesn't get delayed nowadays? Oh, Legendary Pictures. Okay, is this a movie tie-in? Dune?
Fear is the mind killer.
Just based on the sand? I think it might be Dune. Isn't that the ships? Yeah. Okay, I'm listening and watching, obviously.
I didn't watch that film. I forgot.
Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration.
In the chat, Dune. You're right. Well, I think we're all right, guys. Uh-oh. Don't pre-rendered scenes just look gorgeous nowadays?
I will face my fear. I will permit it to pass over and through me. And when it has gone
His hair looks great.
I will turn.
Also, I was thinking that like the fair shot from behind.
Hmm.
And to be honest, I'm expecting like this game to almost go seamlessly into like gameplay, almost something like how God of War.
He's the boss fight. And he's got two little pickaxes. He's gonna ride the snake.
Will remain.
Is this must be the Awakening? Okay, because I know there's like a RTS kind of spice game or something. But Dune Awakening, legendary. Okay, open world survival MMO. Interesting. Chat, what do you think of that one?
Okay.
I know
the open world I wasn't expecting.
PS5, Series X, PC, next gen only. World premiere.
Trust me, the fun is just beginning tonight. All right, how many of you out there are fans of PlayStation?
Yay!
Well, we've got a fun surprise for you. I said, PlayStation, what can we do for all the fans coming together here at Gamescom? And right now, I'm honored to share this global PlayStation announcement with you right here at Gamescom.
Last of Us Factions finally, maybe? They had Last of Us at the Game Awards. Or was it PSVR 2 announcement launch date?
This is definitely looking hardware.
Oh, Pro Controller? Or does it? Yeah, Pro Controller. Pro Controller, the paddles at the bottom.
Yeah.
Customizable thumb grips and stuff. Yep. We finally got it, folks. Xbox have had it for a long, long time now. Sony rocking their first ever Pro Controller. That isn't third party, the DualSense Edge. But what does it do?
I wish I was good enough to just
yeah, all them extra buttons. I only have so many fingers. There you go.
DualSense Edge.
Well,
it's
the
a
argument about
high-performance, ultra-customizable,
paddles, it makes it easier.
wireless
Yeah,
PlayStation
but
5 controller designed by PlayStation. And you see there, you can have your own custom control profiles customized to your play style.
What about colors?
If you guys want to learn more
Give us
about the brand
PlayStation
new
Design
controller, you can
Labs.
head to PlayStation blog.
Yeah,
and thanks to PlayStation for sharing that announcement with us here
controller, to be
at
honest.
Gamescom.
How much,
All right,
though?
next
How
up,
much?
the
£4,000 says
Callisto
Kuna in the
Protocol. You guys
chat.
hyped for that game?
Ooh.
It's triple figures.
Triple figures and shit,
Joining me now
indeed.
is Glenn Schofield
Purple Haze in
from
the chat.
Striking Distance.
Thanks for stopping by, Purple
Glenn, we
Haze.
are
Just
so
dropping
excited
during
about
some
this game coming out
PlayStation
in
news.
December. You came all the way over in the middle of development to Gamescom. We really appreciate it.
How much do you
How has
reckon,
the
guys?
response
Pro
been to Callisto
controller?
so far?
Over 100 quid, obviously.
I reckon close to 200, but not quite
Ooh.
that. I'm going to say 180, 170.
I've got 140.
How much is the Xbox One currently? I'd guess like 129.
It's great to be back at Gamescom, man. You know.
Well, you got some good stuff for the fans.
Got some guesses.
Wireless Controller Series 2 is 15999.
We saw some great stuff at Summer Game Fest. You brought
Add them on $399.
Yeah, you've got
Pick up your console and your Pro Controller for the same price. PETA 145, Case Ball 150, in lead 150 euros, similar to the Elite Series 2. Side says 120. Easy triple digits, says PETA, yeah. $4 grand.
I'd expect it to be priced similar to the Xbox Wireless.
If not identical, yeah.
The team for your work on Dead Space, and that game we love the strategic dismemberment.
Either of you two excited for Callisto Protocol? Dead Space spiritual successor?
And we've shown
I need to see more of it.
I think we're about to, so that's good. Yeah.
That's
including one that we're showcasing
Because I'm
called
not really
Mutations.
into horror
So,
games, and
the enemies may
this is
sometimes
clearly
have these
basing
tentacles
itself
that
off
come
like Dead
out.
Space
And if
1,
you
which
don't
was
shoot 'em,
very much
take 'em out
survival
on
horror.
time, this guy
Not
in
so
real
much,
time
but
is
I
going
do
to
think if I
mutate
jump,
in
if
front
I
of
had the
you into
time, sat
something
down and
bigger,
played it, I'd
better,
love it.
faster,
I'm
meaner,
expecting this to be a
and he's gonna
phenomenal
taking
game.
you out. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's getting a lot of hype
This is one
behind
of my
it.
most anticipated games. It's coming out this December. Glenn, thanks to you and the team for putting this together. Let's take a look at brand new gameplay from the Callisto Protocol.
Here we go. Sarge, I haven't played Dead Space yet. I'm going to wait for the remake. I've only gotten a horror game since Resident Evil and Stadia, really, so... Of course, they're crafted and made by the PUBG people. However, they've separated it distinctly from the PUBG universe in the last 2 or 3 years. Here we go.
See, I think this will be a phenomenal game, but I just get too stressed out playing this game.
I mean, look at them things. Oh! Okay, that's cool, yeah. I've noticed his health bar is built into the back of his neck.
Yeah, that it's like the original Dead
Like
Space.
Dead Space,
that's how it
yeah.
was. Like, yeah, on his like backpack.
I used to love the Alien games where they had the ammo built into the gun.
Yeah.
As well, like your little digital kind of bullets were on the screen.
I mean, he has a 6 in his gun.
Yeah. They're like similar to that, yeah. Oh.
Yeah. It's nice and clear as well.
Cool.
I'll go for the headshots.
Throw him at the other one. I use him as a shield.
Someone needs to put a cover on that big spinny thing.
Some kind of like guardrail at least, yeah.
Health and safety, guys.
Oh, headshot didn't take him down. How does he see without a head? That's what I always wonder.
Every game is nightmare. Like,
oh, he's got tentacles coming out of his neck now.
Ah. Okay, so there's some kind of... Oh! Did he just rip himself a new head?
Yes.
See, you know it's a horror game when I actually just swerved to the left when he swung. Like, watching the trailer.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool, like, he hacked and minced and beat it.
It's Killer Croc from Arkham Asylum.
Do you reckon this game has a chance? Well, actually, this will be too late for Game Awards, won't it, by the time?
Yeah, I think the cut-off point's like back end of November, so it'll just miss out.
Yeah, I was thinking, did they have a chance against Elden Ring?
Yeah. Yeah, Game Awards has just been confirmed by Jeff Keighley for the 8th of December, so you're talking 6 days after this comes out. So it'll probably have a trailer of some sort, but yeah, too close for review, unfortunately. Although it's a big year already. Yeah, I mean this year has to be Elden Ring and God of War Ragnarok and Horizon, so it's got to do something special.
Okay, so also how do you get away with this? Literally Dead Space. It's made from the same guys who made Dead Space. They just start their own studio.
Yeah.
So as long as there's no IP infringement.
Do what you want. Do what you know best.
Yeah.
This looks like a bit of a fun water ride.
I think it's just
except for this part.
It's turned out God,
there's no guards on why is there no guards on anything in this entire game?
And that's it. That's the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen.
Until he gets tentacles coming out of his one half and becomes one of them.
Oh, so you can. That's part of it. Okay.
No, I was thinking it could happen.
He did.
I think it's just one of them weird things where this and Dead Space just kind of got announced about at the same time.
That's pretty good, right?
Oh yeah, it's. I think the EA had it in the works, and then it was like, but Callisto Protocol going first.
Melly, welcome to ONL.
Thanks,
So you said before, is it like recency, or do you want to get out first or last? It's a bit of an odd one.
I'm your guide for tonight for all the happenings around Gamescom, and I'm really excited to be here because the heart of gaming is beating once again, and game devs and publishers from all around the world are making their way to Cologne to show you hundreds of new games. So if you're not here yet and still can come by, make sure to drop by, and if you can't, make sure to drop by next year because it is definitely worth a visit.
I'm just looking
and
like
one of the highlights we have this year
is
we actually have the largest
imagine.
area.
Stop talking. When's the next trailer? When's the next trailer?
Than anywhere else in the
world.
By
so fast.
You can't even read it.
The makers of the most original and fantastic and creative games here. And if you're not
I pay no heed to live chat on these things. We've got our beautiful chat right here. Adam Off stopping by.
At Gamescom.global.
We created our own live chat.
Back to you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Melly.
That's legible and you can understand it.
Gamescom awards to come and other things too. But let's get right back to the world premieres. This next one
Jeff's like, sure, we've got more
waiting for
premieres.
a long time to see.
Have you not seen the live chat on the
brand new world premiere?
Jeff's like, this is my show.
Yeah, world premiere.
After an age of the cruelest tyranny, man finally defeated its overlord. The gods do not fall.
Okay.
The champions of war united.
There's so many game studios now.
Hexworks. Their tyrant's colossal remains. For some forces, even death cannot end.
Uh-oh.
But now, eons later, the fallen god's influence pervades the world again.
How long is an eon?
Even sworn enemies.
Does it have like a mathematical number to it, or is it just a long time?
I think it's like indescribable long time, isn't it? It's like you don't want to commit to anything specific.
$500 million? Huh.
Or more.
Or more.
I think it's poorly defined. It's one of them that's poorly defined.
He's a number, but it could be more. Oh. Okay, I didn't expect a bit of rock to kick in.
I'm okay with it.
Oh, me too. It's the sequel to Brutal Legend starring Jack Black.
Yeah.
Here he is. Could you imagine?
This is Danzig. They're playing Danzig right now. Yeah, it's Danzig.
It's our first copyright strike of the night, lads. Embrace it and enjoy it. Oh. I mean, I'm getting like Elden Ring, Bloodborne.
It is very dark fantasy.
He just claimed part of his soul, I guess. Oh.
Elden Rock.
I like it, in lead. I like it. DeGrive in the chat. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, the official stream console always. Honestly, it's got his soul back. It's the Green Lantern we've always wanted.
This is basically a game of how cool and Danzig thinks he is.
Fantasy action RPG, according to the website, and I think this is the first game out.
The Lords of the Fallen. I like the name. Lords of the Fallen. Nice. I like it. Dre in the chat as well. Thanks for stopping by, Dre.
Technically an indie.
That's right. They dropped the 2. The Lords of the Fallen. All right, now it's time for another new game announcement. The sequel to a game that redefined the term couch co-op. Check this out.
Overcooked 3?
Are you struggling? Missing your regular FARTs?
Not get packed, Richie. Moving out. Moving out too.
Is it moving out, or because there was 3 of them?
Visit exotic destinations. Move your
Smooth
dreams,
moves.
whoever you are. Apply today. No skills? No worries. Everybody's welcome. You're hired.
Yay.
That person has a cloud for a head.
That guy is a toaster for a head.
Yeah, this game's really breaking my movie with the toaster
or
head.
2.
Yeah.
Or more.
Why can't they just make like a serious moving simulator?
I mean,
I'll taxes and everything.
But I mean, someone will have done. I love games like this. I mean, we absolutely adore Overcooked, Richie. We've had a great time playing Get Packed. I didn't ever check out Moving Out. In fact, not Moving In. Moving In 2. Come to all those platforms.
Moving In.
Team 17, interestingly enough, as well, who did put out Overcooked, so no surprise there. Jinx is in the chat. Thanks for stopping by, Jinxage. Derek, hope you're well. Who knows? Is that another Team 17? No, just the end of it. Just wanted to get that logo out there. Oh, here we go.
Yes,
what's next?
It's time to step into the Potterverse. You guys excited for Hogwarts Legacy? Well, it is coming out in February of 2023, and tonight at Gamescom, we've got the brand new trailer for you to take a look at.
See, this is another one. It's by Portkey Games, and I don't know of anything Portkey Games have done before. It's like there's these massive games from these studios that have got like no track record as far as I'm aware.
I think Portkey Games is probably set up to handle the
Harry
Potter IP.
Slytherin and the dark arts, the better prepared we'll be.
Isn't the Portkey like the boot or something that takes
Either of
them to
you
the World
uses
Cup?
dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately.
That guy definitely
Unforgivable curses are so named.
is going to say "you bastard" at some point with that accent.
A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable.
The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late.
Now, I played.
Call the dark out.
What do we do now?
It's different. This takes place 100 odd years before Harry Potter, Rob. So, say different words, different spells. Here we go.
I'm ready.
Crucio!
You've made your choice.
Obviously, Potter fans
It'd be
getting
cool if this game
crazy
has
for
like
this.
a morality system in. So you can choose to be like go the dark arts route or like not the dark arts route.
What have the two of you done?
They're going to get expelled from school. Expelliarmus.
100 points, just completely arbitrarily. Who knows?
Yeah, this one's so weird. I haven't played a Harry Potter game. I remember playing the old PlayStation ones way back in the day, like the movie tie-ins. I played Lego Harry Potter a little bit, but this is the first one that's kind of embracing like modern gaming, so could be great.
It's not just retelling a movie scene by scene. It's actually its own thing.
Indeed. Hockey games. Hey, I wonder what's up next, Richie.
That's right. It's time to step into the world of Borderlands now. Joining me is the founder of Gearbox Entertainment Company, Randy Pitchford. Randy, great to see you here.
Thanks for the intro, Jeff. I think a lot of these guys probably know me from my work at Gearbox creating Borderlands. Any Borderlands fans in the house? Well, I got good news. I know some of you hardcore folks saw the leak, but I'm here to officially announce new Tales from the Borderlands.
So, tell us about this. We remember Tales from the Borderlands. This is new Tales from Borderlands. This is new characters, new story.
It is. You know, I loved the original game, and so that's why we got some of the original storytellers and writers that were back in the day at Telltale and developed an all-new storyline with all new characters, created with production from Gearbox Studio Quebec. It's an all-new experience, and we're here to show it for the first time today. You guys want to check it out?
He's on the stage to talk about Cyberpunk later on, that's why.
Soon too, right?
That's right. Coming in October of this year. October this year, all
I like his shirt.
Awesome. Well, let's take a look, Randy. This is exciting. New Tales from the Borderlands. First at Gamescom.
Here we go.
Most stories in the Borderlands start bloody. They end bloody too. Sometimes, all it takes to change the galaxy is a trio of losers trying to get through a bad day.
We are in the middle of a TDR invasion.
A what?
TDR, they're one of the weapon manufacturers.
Ah, right.
They think the rules of vault keep kept on the station.
If we can find whatever's in that vault before TDR does, we can change our lives.
We're bad at this, like really bad.
TDR has many guns, talking guns, guns with legs.
I'm gonna blast you so freaking fast! Yeah! Shut up, Richard!
Shut up, Richard.
I always wanted to change the universe for the better, and now we actually can!
But more importantly, we'll be drowning in ash!
Why are you people like this?
See, I know it's like Telltale inspired, but I do hope they have a few more gameplay elements to it. Because that world looks super fun, and I don't just want to like follow script. I'd like to do a little bit more,
Don't worry about them.
Because Tales of the Borderlands had like some natural like Telltale moving elements where you'd go investigate an area and stuff, but I feel like we've evolved so much more to actually allow us to do a little bit more in those moments. Techland. Dying Light DLC?
Yeah, I think we just need to look at what Life is Strange True Colors did.
Yeah.
That was kind of an evolution of the formula.
Homo rhodesiensis, Homo erectus, all of them wiped out by the deadliest species of all.
Guns for the win.
I am Astrid. This is the new arena. And my advice for you, stay alive.
Oh.
Solid advice.
Guy needed some armor. Yeah, definitely. It's Dying Light 2, right?
I think so. Yeah, it looks. The combat looks too similar. To anything else.
Every day you fight.
Dying Light's been out for what, half a year now, I'd say. So it's about the time you probably want a little bit of a jump.
What makes you different is the spirit.
Richie, that woman's voice sounds a lot like the one from Horizon Forbidden West. It was the like kind of breakaway renegade woman.
Yeah, probably is the same voice actress.
Wish granite. Red Bull?
Red Bull gives you wings.
Okay, that's at number one as far as I can see.
Yeah, it's not been overwhelmed. Sea of Thieves?
For games, I don't think count because sometimes it's like sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends and they'll give you like, or Genshin Impact. I wouldn't count them as ads even though they technically are.
You know what? The longest Sea of Thieves is out for, if this is Sea of Thieves, I should say.
Is it actually Sea of
I don't think it probably is actually now. If the graphics aren't as cartoony, no, it's not. I don't think. Is Skull and Bones? No. Oh, different.
product not yet rated.
That was brief. Yeah, the more I see a Sea of Thieves, the more I'm like, oh, do I just get Game Pass and check it out because it does look fun?
Oh, I think we should.
I would hop on if you guys. Yeah, I would hop on and see it.
Interesting. Marauders. I feel like we're in like an ad block now, where we're getting hit with like really quick, bang, bang, bang.
Team 17. It's a Worms sequel.
They were worms in armor.
They've evolved. They have arms now.
Oh, we saw what happened in Starship Troopers. Big brain bug. Was that a Ninja Turtle under that outfit?
Looks like a Krogan.
It sounds a bit like a Krogan as well, but I don't know what the hell that was. Space Marines? Look like Space Marines.
Well, I was thinking Space Marines at first. They don't look quite
Yeah,
like
they're
Space
not.
Marines, you know?
No, that's swole enough.
Yeah, they're not as gritty either. The world's too like clear and bright.
They're clearly inspired by, at least to some degree.
Spider-Man.
Because only in the end.
Because I'm watching a TV show, like how long this trailer is, Jesus.
Lightfall. Oh, it's the Destiny. That's why it looks so familiar. That makes sense now. And now, as soon as you see it, Destiny Lightfall. Was that not revealed earlier today?
This Saturday, the
Jade Key in the chat says, yeah, Destiny new season. You're right. You're right.
Best games on the show
Good shout,
floor.
chat.
Only
You've got it.
submitted games showing at Gamescom will be eligible to be nominated, and the awards will
Coming
be
to Google
streamed
Stadia,
on
Richie.
all Gamescom channels, so make sure to tune in. But tonight, I'm allowed to hand out
we don't need a logo.
awards. I'm very, very excited about that. And I would say, let's jump straight into it, starting with the most wanted PC game. Here are your nominees.
Most wanted PC game. Okay.
Metal Hellsinger,
Oh, this was that cool game that showed off at Game Awards.
System Shock,
It said Koch
Warhammer
Media. They're not called that anymore.
Darktide.
Oh, that was it.
And the winner
The first one.
is Metal Hellsinger.
Yeah.
And here to accept the award is Sheila Wikström, executive producer at The Outsiders.
I
The
always think
stage
the
is
award
yours.
for most anticipated is a weird one.
Thank you so much. Wow, this is a lot of people. I was practicing my speech a lot, but of course, you know, when it's as much people as there is right now, you'll blank. But I want to
yes,
say
RJ
that
is the one,
I am
from Serge
honored to
from
receive
System
this
of a Down.
award on behalf of my
Ah.
team. The team behind Metal is an amazing bunch of people that I'm so lucky to be working with every day. And the truth is, making games is super hard. When I started out, I don't think I really realized how hard. And what I learned is that focusing on compassion, kindness, and empathy just as much as any other craft in games would be the key to successful game development. And it's precisely those qualities that my team possess, and why I'm so privileged to be working with them every day. I love
And
you guys
also
at
make a
home.
good
I
game
miss you
as
so
well as being
much.
compassionate.
So what I want to say to you, my industry
That's the weirdest
friends
thing about
and
this
colleagues,
award, is, like,
is treat each
The
other
game,
with
no one knows if the game's actually
heart,
good yet because it's an
kindness,
anticipated
and
award.
respect every day. Make games with humanity. Thank
Yeah,
you
she's
so
talking
much.
like she's made some like masterpiece. and no one knows.
Congratulations once again. And Jeff, back to you.
Thank you, Melly. Well, the world premiere train keeps going. It's time to move to the world of Sonic. Any Sonic Hedgehog fans out there?
Yay.
Sonic has had a pretty good year with the
Gotta go
Sonic
fast,
2 movie,
gotta
which
go
was a ton of
fast.
fun earlier
Everyone's
this
been
year.
memeing
Well,
Sonic. There's a
Sonic
thing called
Frontiers
Sonic
is in
Sweep, which
development,
is
and we've
apparently-
got a brand
Sonic
new
Sweep.
trailer for you and confirmation of the release date too.
Just
Check
Sonic
this
taking
out.
over all forms of media.
Confirmation of the release date.
I want this game to be good.
I'm telling you, November 8th, guys. November 8th.
I'll 100% believe that. I want the game to be good.
So do I. I've actually played a 3D Sonic game and probably since PS2.
don't think it has been anywhere played.
Your reckless actions
Sonic Origins
endanger the world.
I know the soundtracks have been favoured really well. The Breath of the Sonic. Yeah, Phipps, it has renamed. Play on.
Amy, is that you?
Uh-oh. You can't help but laugh at that. Like, it's crazy how, I know obviously he's super fast, but no other animal gets momentum by putting the arms behind the back to start off with. Like, you build up to that speed. But hey, I guess he's a hedgehog that talks and he's thinking. I love Sonic.
You cannot run forever. Leave immediately.
You're going to backhander immediately.
Yeah.
Oh. Didn't show off any like really big green environments this time. Sega!
There you go. It is coming this year, Sonic Frontiers. All right, well now...
Did he give us a date, did he?
European studio wanted to use Gamescom
Did he?
ONL as a platform.
Yeah. Oh, not like a date?
Narrative.
Oh, I was right.
No, straight up November the 8th.
Oh, I missed that.
French
Blanked.
studio.
Just distracted by Sonic. French studio. Oh, well, so the leak was right then. Oh, Quantic Dream. Detroit Become Human.
So many
people.
Things behind us. Objects. Memories. Mistakes. They sink in time. Touch the bottom and go to sleep. Silence.
Feels like the Will Smith documentary where I went to the bottom of the ocean.
With on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Great episode, that actually.
And here,
he just looks so.
Voices can only come from the deep.
Himself.
His voice sounds familiar, but I can't quite pin it.
Under the waves.
Under the waves. That looks totally different from Quantic Dream.
Guys, it's time for the goats. Ready for some goats? No live goats today.
Goat Simulator 3.
Here to talk about Goat Simulator 3. We got to announce this back at Summer Game Fest. And now it's time to see the gameplay of Goat Simulator 3 for the first time. Let's check this
He
one
has to
out.
do this because they helped him out at Game Awards with that Dead Island twist and bait. He was like, we need prime time at Gamescom now. DeGrive saying, yeah, always love indie games because they always try something new, not limited to what works. Yeah, games today, indies are definitely at the forefront of trying new things, just like this.
I remember that game as well. I can't remember what it's called, but it was amazing.
Oh, Echo the Dolphin he's on about in the chat.
What's that?
Underwater game Echo the Dolphin? On Sega in the chat. Is that what you're on about?
Is it Absinthe?
No, Echo the Dolphin.
Echo the Dolphin has like the chat thing.
I don't remember.
The Dolphin was like for the Sega Mega Drive.
Yeah, I was answering Sarge's question in the chat.
Oh, alright.
Do you need a dolphin simulator game?
Chris, Lam, I can't tell if you're being sarcastic, but it's
No, that was genuine. This Echo the Dolphin game. Are you on about a different Chris?
yeah, Chris Lam being.
I thought you were on about me.
Chris Lam in the chat being was really nice. Or
Really nice, yeah.
rude, so I can't tell.
I've never played this game.
I
Yeah.
have. It's fun.
Like, what do you even do though, other than like just knock stuff over?
Alright, really. There's challenges and stuff.
November 17th. That has literally about everything you could imagine in it. Goat Simulator 3. All right. A lot of people ask me how I got started in the industry, and what I loved doing when I was
taking bribes from sponsorships.
PC adventure games, and I grew up playing classic LucasArts and Sierra adventure games. You guys remember Monkey Island by chance?
Yeah.
Well, I am so excited because there is a new Monkey Island in development right now. Ron Gilbert, the series creator, is back. You may have heard about it. Return to Monkey Island. And tonight at Gamescom, I am so excited that we get to announce the release date. Or actually, I don't. We get to go to Stan to tell us the release date. Check this out.
Here we go.
Hello, friends. It's your old pal Stan.
What are his arms doing?
You know that your search for quality entertainment is about to bear fruit. But I wouldn't be doing my job if I just dropped the details.
He's like a wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man, isn't he?
See the kind of fine dining establishments you'll be visiting, like this one.
Get lost.
And if escapism is your cup of flavor, you can't do much better than this exotic and extremely remote island.
It's so random, but it works.
Looks like an old Microsoft executive.
Return to Monkey Island launches September 19th.
Yeah.
Which happens to
not far away.
International Talk Like a Pirate Day. But you don't have to wait. You can order it right now, before it's even out. Something we in the marketing industry call a pre-order. As a bonus, I'm ready to unload this shipment of beautiful horse armor to anyone who pre-orders Return to Monkey Island. It'll look fantastic in your inventory.
Oi, you missed a spot.
I've got to go now. I've got a lot of irons and a lot of fires. You know how it is. But I'll be back to steal every scene I'm in Return to Monkey Island. I'll see you there. All pre-order customers will receive the exclusive horse armor item in their inventory. Please note that the horse armor has no practical use in-game and in no way will contribute to the gameplay, puzzles, or narrative of Return to Monkey Island.
I hope they actually do that, though.
Oh, yeah. I feel like he's just said it enough for it to be like legally a thing they have to agree to.
The horse armor does absolutely nothing. It just sits in your inventory. Return to Monkey Island. Cannot wait for that. All right, now let's turn to the world of Unknown Worlds, the creators of Subnautica. As we've teased, they are here today at Gamescom to unveil a brand new IP, and it's a departure from Subnautica. It's a brand new turn-based sci-fi game, and we're going to reveal it for the first time right here. Actually, special guest is. Let's check this out.
Wraith Gaming says, yes, Sonic games always work better in 2.5D. Yeah, I'd love another Sonic Mania sequel of some sort.
Stormlight Archive, or as the guy who finished.
I think it's definitely in the works.
Over the last few years, I've been working closely with my friends at Unknown Worlds on the exciting project.
And Caseball says point-and-click adventures run on 3080 Ti GeForce now, which is what you want. Absolutely maximize that power.
When they reached out to me,
I
was absolutely thrilled to help craft the expansive sci-fi universe in which their next game is set. This secret has been a hard one to keep, and we're so excited to finally show you what we've created together. So, without further ado, this is Moonbreaker.
Moonbreaker.
Let us keep this civilized.
Welcome to the party.
Looks very Borderlands.
Needles up. Stay alive.
This will be over real quick.
I don't think how much worse Brandon Sanderson managed to put out back at regular days.
Grenades, anyone?
They'll never see this coming. I taste their panic.
Good day. Stop this treachery.
It was definitely a choice to make it like feel like a board game, but then during the animations also keep it like a board game.
Yeah, I think it'll definitely appeal to like the audience it's intended.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I like the music.
Who I think will be day and date on a cloud platform. I think there's a good chance quite a few of them with the ones that are coming to Xbox.
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah, there's definitely been a few titles.
Probably less likely. No idea for Stadia stuff.
Yeah, your best bet's going to be Game Pass, isn't it, with Xbox Cloud Gaming. Especially with like the smaller titles, like I could see new Tales from the Borderlands going straight to Game Pass.
Yeah, easy.
Like that, like AAA quality, but not quite like showcase blockbuster.
Worlds is Charlie Cleveland, Charlie Moonbreaker.
I like the logo and the font. Very Thor: Love and Thunder.
Than Subnautica. So
yes, it is.
This departure, you guys like to kind of reinvent yourselves every game, right?
Yeah. Best-selling order, Adamouth. I think is it based on like a guy's books, maybe, or maybe they need just a great story writer. At some point.
There might be more story to it than we're seeing.
So I feel like we've done this before. We love changing genres. But I'm hoping, our Subnautica fans will still come along for...
I like specifically how the stage matches the cover art on the screen.
Game. Everyone loves miniatures, but how do you translate that into gameplay? What is the gameplay of this game?
So we're kind of channeling like a Guardians of the Galaxy or Firefly kind of feel. So you can see that from the colorful art style we have. So you choose a captain.
That's crafting as well, so it's the PUBG folks again.
Like a traditional miniatures game. And every unit in the game is really... like strange and special and kind of game breaking. So yeah, you deploy units and you move them around on the battlefield. And
when I always watch things like this, I think, the younger version of me who had infinitely more time would like love nearly every game that we've watched today. But I think as an adult, you've got to be very particular about what tickles your fancy.
The thing I want to get to,
like realistically, you're not playing these games.
No, just because there's already like 4 more things we've seen just tonight that I would rather play ahead of this.
Yeah, so
and
painting.
That's just the nature of it. But
it's even got like a painting thing. You could spend hours in there.
Yeah, I mean, we've all spent how long in creator character modes before to get sucked into something like this.
Basically falling apart around us.
That's like with RTS games and stuff. You spend that long actually making your base and building your troops up. The actual taking down the opposition army is like minimal part of the game.
Decals. This feels like we're actually going to be a real miniature.
Imagine if we took Warhammer, but give it the sensibilities of like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Are all painted with the tool.
So you can make your army, you can paint your own army, have it look how you want, then you're going to battle your friends.
Here, and it's playable at Gamescom, right?
It is, it's here. You guys are the first ones to play it.
I like it. I definitely, if this did well, I could see them partnering with like Warhammer or something.
Detailed as well. It's not just
everyone else around the world, they're not going to wait long, right?
Yes, we'll be on Steam playtest in September.
I like it.
We have a couple open weekends, and then we're going to be launching into Steam.
Imagine if I have a 3D printer option as well, where you can just send it to print, and then your character comes out.
Thank you so much for coming all
That
the
would
way out
actually
here.
genuinely be amazing.
My pleasure. Thank you, everyone.
You could play the game virtually, but then have like the physical ones like as collectibles on the side.
Yeah.
And now it's time to reveal another game with a very catchy tune in the trailer. Check this out.
Cuphead.
Let me tell you about the friends that invested all they had on a shady site that looked like a scam. It said buy this magic.
I feel like I'm being sold some kind of like vegan milkshake drink or something right now with this tune. Until now. It's like Hotline Miami meets Scott Pilgrim almost.
Anthropomorphic animals.
If they compare this to Ben and Jerry's or something.
PvP first-person shooter card game.
Yeah,
that's unique.
The animation almost looked like pixelated, like the close-up kill shots.
The story of Pinocchio, Lies of P is a new action.
Rumored it's coming to Stadia. This one
coming out from NeoWiz, and you guide Pinocchio on his unrelenting journey to become human. This game looks absolutely great, and we've got a brand new gameplay trailer to show you. And this game is also coming to Xbox Game Pass on day 1.
Game Pass day 1. Yeah, I can't remember why it was Stadia Split. I don't know whether the website or the developer or something said it, and then they went back on it and said it's not actually coming. It looks like Bloodborne. Very creepy. Looks gorgeous, but I hate the name still.
Yeah, I was thinking that here still.
Lies of P. Like, you don't end your game's title with a letter. It just doesn't. And it sounds like P, which is like... it is what it is, isn't it? Like, could they not use just Pinocchio?
But you can change
Sounds like she's talking about current day.
Oh, part of the ship, part of the crew. Those environments look gorgeous.
Too much of you.
Yeah.
But I
Winter Soldier.
Barrett from Final Fantasy
You're
7.
having a good arm. Or a flaming sword.
Only you can do this. Please, help me.
Oh.
Finally, we meet. Son.
That Geppetto.
The stage is set.
So instead of being a wooden boy, maybe this is like a robotic boy in this telling.
He's like a scientist.
Yeah.
Geppetto's like a crazy engineer, like crazy scientist. Sort of
Yeah. That's Jiminy Cricket in the little box thing there, telling them what to do.
Don't give up.
Will we see a giant whale though? That's the question. I love this. There's something so cool about steampunk. That's a Snoo thing from Teletubbies with their arms.
Fulfill.
Change the name, do it now.
Your destiny.
Yeah. Lies of Destiny would have been cooler. Blood Boy. Yeah, Caseball best trailer so far. I'd probably agree with you on that one.
Yes, you. Do you have FOMG?
Fong?
Fear of missing Gamescom. Relax.
Not really.
Gamescom is everywhere you want. Gamescom now. Register now.
That's right.
What
All
is
the
it
fun
though?
of Gamescom is available from wherever
So
you
an
are
app.
online, obviously. And, well, in case you're wondering who that little guy is, that's Epi, and he's on a mission to save the Gamescomverse from the evil future. And if you want to help him, check out the Epic section at
Hard pass.
Gamescom.global. You can solve
Yeah,
quests
I'm fine.
and win prizes, so take part and help Epi to save the Gamescomverse. But first, I want to tell you more about some of the great program we have for this
We need a
week.
copyright
It's quite
Helix verse
special,
at some
so
point,
please
Richie.
bear
Remember to
with
get
me.
on that with our
There
legal
is, for
team.
example, the Gamescom Studio
It'll
by
come in handy at
IGN,
some point in the
featuring
next
game
10 years.
spotlights, dev interviews, and all insights
every
into
single
Gamescom.
word ends in
So
verse,
please
just
make sure to
copyright.
check that out so you don't miss anything. And also, the awesome Indie Showcase is back, featuring the newest, most original, crazy indie games here on Friday afternoon at 5:30 p.m. CES.
I thought she was going to say award at the end of that long sentence. Get used to the here at Friday at 5 p.m. Award goes to.
Contest on Sunday, where the super creative cosplay community takes center stage, and this is absolutely one of my favorites. So make sure to not miss it out. It is definitely worth a watch. And for more updates, follow at Gamescom on all platforms. And well, now it is almost time to introduce our next guest. But sadly, she couldn't make it since she is a tad far away. So let's see. She sent us a video, and I would say, let's have a look.
Hello, Gamescom.
All right, she gets a pass. I was going to say far away when you can fly somewhere, but
27,000 kilometers
I get this one.
400 kilometers above your head on board of the International Space Station. Today, I come to you to say bravo.
Imagine being able to get your hair like that without the use of wax or
We'll
gel.
see how many space
Just
games
like,
you've been creating recently.
Oh, yeah, imagine
Those
that.
missions you send your
you know, when you see these things from the space station and such, do you ever wonder, like, the wire management is slightly concerning?
love of space exploration in gamers around the world.
Like, under my PC desk, it's quite messy, but if I unplug something, it's not going to send the ship into, like, a spiraling orbit by accident.
Humanity's spaceflight capabilities
Yeah,
will
I think
be
astronauts just need to be a bit
to the
tidier.
games industry.
Just think, someone had to ship a Gamescom, like, little flag up there, like, that had to get signed off for a space flight.
Exploring space virtually isn't just great fun. It's having real-world impacts that lead us all closer to the stars.
There's definitely an Easter egg game somewhere in here, isn't there? Like, Spot. See a Japanese flag. See a laptop.
Spanish flag.
This is ESA astronaut Samantha Cristoforetti wishing everyone a wonderful Gamescom from the International Space Station.
Do a spin. Yes. Yeah. Hey, Spider-Man, do a flip. And then
How many times do you think she just took out the flag?
They don't cut away, and she's now perpetually stuck doing that. And that's how you get perpetual energy, ladies and gentlemen.
We're just spinning astronauts.
Yeah, once you start them.
Yeah.
Okay, where are we at now? Like a humankind, do we think? Oh, okay. I didn't expect that. Oh.
When we were looking at games for Gamescom Opening Night Live, one of the things I was most impressed with this year is there are a lot of European studios that want to debut games here.
Yeah,
and
maybe
also
a bit more like
brand
Ark.
new IP, brand new worlds, and we're going to introduce one of those to you right now, and I think you're going to get pretty excited about it. Check out this world premiere.
World premiere. Deliver us Mars. No, it's not. I mean, he said new IP.
The sand has memories. Memories of our past, when gods walked this world, and our heroes stood amongst them. But the gods' vanity grew, and in their struggle, we were cast away. Only remnants of these stories remain. In the sand. In the ruins of this shattered, broken world.
Looks a bit like Forspoken.
I was thinking that. I was like, no, it can't be Forspoken.
Like medieval, but also with like that sci-fi bit sprinkled in.
It was sand theme game. Which one?
We had Cyberpunk, Rob, for the last 5 years. Like build up to like bright neon, like Japanese inspired, and now we're pivoting to.
At E3 was all like survival horror, wasn't it? And now it's sand.
Uh-oh. It's another Dune game. See, that's how you travel around in Forspoken as well. but it doesn't have that Square Enix vibe to it. I mean, we also know it's not Square Enix, so... Focus are the ones who were doing Plague Tale. That's coming out later this year. Ooh.
Even in ruins, we endure. We won't let go. For now, we can stand for ourselves. And face gods.
Atlas Fallen. '23.
I'm not a huge fan of like
coming in 2023.
Now, yeah, tacked on.
Fair to see more
playing in the late 90s is Homeworld. Anyone else play that back in the day?
Like,
yeah.
Great PC space RTS. Well, a brand new Homeworld is coming out next year.
And
we've got a brand new look.
Yeah, DeGrav in the chat says Monster Hunter vibes. I get that, yeah.
I was getting very much like a Japanese style action RPG vibes. Like,
it was a simple perimeter scan, escorting resources.
Oh god, I'm getting big Star Wars Empire at War vibes from just that one clip there with all the little ships in your inventory.
Fighters were no problem, but the missile frigates were.
Tell you what, I played that game a few weeks ago. Like, it holds up.
Any RTS, obviously graphically they're not as good, but gameplay-wise, some of the oldest RTSs are some of the best ones. But yeah, Empire at War was so good, especially when you do your campaigns across like all the different systems in the galaxy, and so good.
I don't think I understood how it worked.
Just before a carrier battle group arrived, we scrambled bombers. Perfect for attacking capital ships.
There's nothing better on Empire at War, Rob, when like you'd be so many systems along, you've won, and then while you're this far over the other side of the galaxy, one of your planets you took many turns ago gets attacked, and you're like, now I've got to go back, and that's why these games last so long.
I just really love like the layer, like element of like.
And we even grabbed a little souvenir. That missile frigate.
Yeah.
It just worked really well. I don't think another flight-based game's done that.
Done it that way, yeah. Homeworld 3, maybe Homeworld 3 will. First half of 2023.
Apparently, there's actually a Fortnite invest.
Homeworld 3 in the first half of 2023.
Okay.
Now, today is a big day, speaking of threes, because it's the version 3.0 update to Genshin Impact, which is an incredible action RPG from Hoyoverse. Well, today we've got an exclusive new look at version 3.0 in the new Rainforest Nation, as well as a sneak peek of a mysterious ancient civilization and settlement that is found deep inside the desert. Let's take a look at this world premiere.
Desert?
Yeah. And yet we might not see anything from Prince of Persia Sands of Time remake. Common Ubisoft. It looks very Kena Bridge of Spirits.
It looks very Genshin Impact.
The music reminds me of the old Rayman games. It's crazy how big Genshin Impact is, isn't it, really? Like, for a game I don't know that anybody plays, it's huge.
Can't see.
I don't think I even know anyone who tried it.
I'll uproot you.
Go! Come on, let's go. There's a fortune to be made. You're more.
Demon Slayer. I do watch and I enjoy it. Although I admit I have read the manga, so I know what's happening.
Ah, book wanker.
Well, I mean,
has to mention he's read the source materials.
No, it's one of them where I watch the anime. If the anime is like good enough to get hooked, then I'll switch over to the manga because like when the series ends, like I want to keep going.
Keep going. You see, Jedi Fallen Order or Jedi Survivor is getting 2 comic book prequels before the new game comes out. Telling you about what Cal Kestis has been up to between the games, which I think is quite a nice like bridge, like companion piece if you're looking for some more Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, some of the Star Wars books, are like probably some of the best kind of storytelling of that entire franchise.
The Vader series is fantastic.
So is the
What an absolutely beautiful game, and that's not all from Hoyoverse, because they also have Honkai Star
I'm looking
Rail
forward to seeing some of the High Republic, like them actually fully embrace this new era that they've not touched on yet.
Yeah. And now we're going to take a new look.
Just because it's something like totally new. Like I feel like Old Republic was when I was a kid and I didn't really get a grasp on what it was. It was just Star Wars but different. Where I think, yeah, now if I read something I knew about it, I'm like, okay, it's separate from all of that other stuff going on. Oh, Space Train. Back to the Future for the game. Murder Mystery Tour. It just looks like Genshin Impact again. Oh, yeah. It must be when they're cutting these trails together, they must be conscious about like making sure there's like viable gaps of genre like between each one so it doesn't feel overwhelmed.
Also, the pacing would be a bit weird if like had all the action games together, all the strategy games together. Like, you want to keep people interested throughout.
Yeah.
So you need to keep mixing up.
You are one of them.
The Xianzhou is in danger. This man, he
plays chess.
The train is about to make the jump. Hold on, everyone.
Oh, Honkai Star Rail. Definitely need to see more of that one. Sarge in the chat, Polar Express 2620.
Next Gamescom Award, and here are your nominees for the most wanted Microsoft Xbox game.
Age of Empires 4.
The Dark Pictures.
What?
The Devil in Me.
No.
That's not a Microsoft game.
The Last Case of Benedict
That
Fox.
looks cool. This one.
Metal Hellsinger.
Oh, Metal Hellsinger can't win 2 awards, surely.
No, that'd be too much.
And
Benedict
the winner
Fox.
is The Last Case of
Oh,
Benedict
2 for 2.
Fox. And here to
Not that
accept
I
the
get an award for
is
this, I don't know.
Wojciech
Yes.
Leszczewski, Creative Director at Plot Twist. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's quite of a shocker for us. We just love good Metroidvania games, and we are working hard.
I love how his
on,
nickname's
making
Bartek.
Benedict Fox just that. And I would like to thank Xbox team for their support, and Rogue team for being the best publisher ever. And especially I would like to thank my team in Krakow. They are crazy talented, and
Shout out to Krakow, guys.
But their hands make the game.
We might have been a few pints away from the studio if we'd have knew who they were.
Congratulations once again, The Last Case of Benedict Fox. And Jeff, back to you.
Kumna, these awards are time fillers, is what they are.
Anyone here a fan of Justin Roiland?
Yes.
Rick and Morty? Well, he's got a brand new game.
High on Life was originally coming to Stadia until stuff fell through in negotiations, so
in December, and they wanted
another
to
one
send us
confirmed.
Just a great gameplay clip.
Although, Richie, I don't think we ever actually covered that news on the Sounds of Stadia podcast.
And that's all I'm going to say to set this up. I think you're going to really... All right. This is a trip.
But yeah,
Check this
I've
out.
heard it on a few other
World premiere, High on
podcasts.
Life.
Now, obviously, it's getting some press tour release. Yeah, it was supposed to be coming to Stadia. And it looks so funny as well.
Wow, we're actually hitting her! Holy crap! That was cool!
It does feel very Rick and Morty, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. I can also feel again annoying very quickly.
Yeah.
I know Borderlands actually, there is a talking gun in that game, so it's more of like a meme weapon, so like you're not expected to use the entire game.
I feel like I'm the only person on the planet like doesn't really like get Rick and Morty. I'm not sure if I don't like it or if I just like I don't like the huge buzz around it all the time.
I didn't initially, and then when I started watching it, I was like, oh, I get it. I get the comedy.
I enjoyed it for a few seasons, and then I think it's like, yeah, a bit.
I'm not just all about stabbing. Well, I'm mostly all about stabbing and tethering.
I think it got a bit too big for its own good in some ways.
I'll slice in the fucking gap.
Yeah, I think everyone's just saying how like intellectually amazingly funny it was.
It's not, it's just good.
Fucking cut right into them. I'll cut their fucking asshole off and eat it.
You know, this sludge matches your toxic personality. Fuck off.
Like Butcher from The Boys.
Bit of an odd gameplay choice to show off, like just a boss fight.
Yeah,
Hey, credit for doing gameplay.
I mean, yeah, we did one gameplay, I guess.
Hey, you're just as nice and squishy on the inside as the rest of them. Let me at her, bounty hunter.
Wow, we're having our first real boss fight together.
I feel like it needs a platform to just like hang on for a bit.
Maybe the knife can't do it.
Right, you gotta kill us soon. Right, nearly dead. There we go. Kill, kill, finally. Shoot! Where's he waiting?
I'm going to take this opportunity to go refill my...
You do that. Is it phase 2? Oh, shit. There's definitely a trophy or achievement here, Richie, for not touching the ground the whole level or something.
Oh, there's gotta be.
Oh, that's... Oh, we don't even see the end of the boss fight. Oh.
That was a weird cut.
Yeah. That was rough to show off as like...
Yeah, I think that game will be fun as long as it's a small experience.
What?
Oh yeah, I don't think it's going to be a long game.
What is it? Wait, what are you? Dude, don't eat that. Come on, dude.
You know she's gonna eat it.
I hope the world never gets to this stage, by the way.
I don't think it will.
Told you.
Gross.
I don't know what that was for, but okay.
No.
Oh, Dre in the chat says High on Life will be Game Pass. Makes sense. So definitely it's that kind of brand thing. So we've got about 50 minutes left, Richie.
Yep.
Seen some gameplay.
Some good stuff.
There is some good stuff. We haven't seen as much from the bigger players as I would expect. But I know Xbox have their own showcase little thing. I think there's an indie game showcase tomorrow or the next day, because obviously Gamescom runs over several days. It's not just about opening night live. So we probably will see some more things like come out and news stories and interviews and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of the bigger players I think are focused on just like announcing their own stuff now. And we had E3 earlier in the year.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't have E3 earlier in the year. We had Summer Games Fest.
We had Summer Games Fest earlier in the year, and then we'll have Game Awards later in the year. So if it's not coming out this year, if you're a big publisher, it's like, are you bothered about being here right now?
I mean, realistically, we've got a Ubisoft Forward next month. There's rumoured to be a PlayStation State of Play in September as well.
You've been selected from among thousands of candidates.
Hey, Cutter.
To join the Lynx family.
You're from Earth, right?
This is more than just a job.
Was it Focus Entertainment who did Chorus?
You ever miss it?
As well.
Oh shit, oh shit. Lynx, making the world a better place.
Focus Entertainment.
Because Chorus must be coming up on like
What they say about work in space.
a year in 2 or so months.
Latest games on that website is Atlas Fallen, Plague Tale Requiem, Aliens Dark Descent.
You don't have power here. You never will.
What's in Chorus? Space
Look
Marine
around you.
2.
We're expendable. I can hear them in the walls. Ain't a tray lacking. Dancing between the ribs of
This is very Deliver Us the Moon.
the human race buzzing in the distance.
Puzzles in space.
That's when the sky fills up with flames.
Course was deep. It was deep.
Oh, Deep Silver, of course. Yeah. Hard Space Shipbreaker. Rob didn't know he didn't. Game Pass. Oh, Game Pass. Okay. Immortals.
Is this Ubisoft? Like,
No, it's just the Game Pass announcements for this month. We've already had the announcements. I think this is just confirming them. Mad Streets on Stadia as well. Grid Legends, not so much. You suck at parking. That looks fun, yeah, that looks fun. See, isn't it weird how you can watch 5 minutes worth of the trailer and go, hey, it doesn't really grab me, but then 3 seconds of something you go, I like the look of that.
Because it's a small title, it's like you know what it's going to be about. It's just going to be chaotic, fun, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's not going to take itself too seriously. Like.
That was weird. Play day one. Oh, we know that boss fight goes. See, that little snippet there looked way more interesting than the boss fight we watched.
Yeah.
Slam Rancher. Chat, let us know what your favourite game has been so far that you've seen. You're right, Grive as well. Sometimes big isn't always better.
Yeah.
Grounded looks so fun as well. I was a big Honey I Shrunk the Kids fan. I mean, who isn't a big Honey I Shrunk the Kids fan? But yeah, Grounded, like just playing around in a small tiny world, big bugs and stuff, looks super fun. Just £1, man. Game Pass. I've got 2 months free for Game Pass through Discord. Actually, I got like a invite gift for whatever reason.
Like, get like 3 months for
Telltale's next project is based on the Prime Video series The Expanse.
I was just waiting
for time. A little bit of the trailer at the Game Awards.
Yeah, I haven't redeemed my 2 months free because I'm like, I need some time in my adult life to sit down and play everything. Because part of me, I want to go back and play like Halo for the first time because I only like ever dabbled in multiplayer, but I never played the games. It's like I had such good fun with Mass Effect. I'm like, Halo's got to be, if not as good, if not better.
Captain Drummer, what are your orders?
Did I miss anything good when I was away?
The Expanse is obviously.
It was like a Xbox Game Pass kind of showcase, so it's just showing a bunch of stuff that's coming out this month.
One of the things I'm super excited about is the Zero-G stuff that we've been doing.
And something called like Hard Break or Space Breaker or something.
Think about the characters.
But I can't really remember fully.
How can we evolve the genre in any way that will make players.
Rob was here for all them. Oh, that's Sarge's favourite game. Sorry, I'm thinking like Rob was here for all those. Was like, yeah, he's answering the other question I asked. Out of those, I think my biggest ones are probably Lies of P, as terrible as the name is, and the Dune one. Definitely, I think. Callisto Protocol. A little bit.
Dune being more like an open world survival. What was it? It was a games as a service, wasn't it?
I don't think that was like an open world MMO. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes me a bit less hot on it, just because MMOs tend to be absolute time sinks, and I'd rather have it a bit more focused in the story. So I'd say Lies of P are
exploded ship that now constitutes several parts in a mass. You can move them on.
Telltale.
Balancing that out against almost like you're excavating a story. That's a personal story. Those are people. Those are characters, and you're now
Dune's open
among
world survival.
They're ghosts. Whatever they were doing right before they died. Being a scavenger, pretty dark job. We're really excited about how it feels.
So this is new Telltale then.
Experience the story in the game.
Interesting. Yeah, so they're working on this and The Wolf Among Us 2. So they've got 2 things in the works. The character model for this woman looks a bit like Sarge Ventress from the Clone Wars. Oh, it's Telltale and Deck 9, Richie, who did Life is Strange. Did you already say that?
I don't think I said that. Sorry.
Speaking of adapting things from one medium to another, here's a film adaptation that into a game, which I don't think you would have ever expected. Check this
film into game? Okay.
The Sex in the City game.
Sex in the City movie game.
It's horror.
Pick of Destiny.
So you couldn't hear everything going on outside, but you heard the doorbell. Just saying. Oh shit.
Oh, it's Insane Clown Posse.
I've never even heard of that movie.
No, mate. Like, chat, have you ever heard of Killer Clowns from Outer Space?
Is this what sparked like the killer clown craze in America?
Oh, I hope not.
I don't know.
I mean, it doesn't look too far from the Friday the 13th game, to be fair. There's a couple of
Goats, Killer Clowns, we got it all
layouts
tonight
there.
Opening night live. Now
Two things I would not want to be trapped in a room with: Goats or Killer Clowns.
I mean, if it's an asymmetric like multiplayer game, like Dead by Daylight,
Yeah,
it'd be
yeah,
actually genuinely fun.
yeah. Marksley says Game of the Year. Purplehead's good movie.
We always wonder
Good movie.
if we're alone in the universe.
There's been a lot of space games.
Hmm.
We observed and explored, but
Dragon
found
Age, yeah, we need to see Dragon Age at some point.
until now.
Prime Matter was one of the previously known as Koch Media titles, wasn't it, Richie? If I remember, it was one of their newly formed like publishing arms, I think.
I think so, yeah.
One of the few things I can remember from that 2 hours we sat through last year. Oh, they might have actually showed this off, you know. This might have been one of the good things to come from that showcase.
I think I blocked out most of that showcase.
No, I think if I remember the gameplay was it looked like Return a little bit. I think she gets stranded, and she's looking back for a team.
This is Bring Back Memories.
It looked pretty good from what I recall. We saw a little bit of gameplay of her walking down like a canyon with a gun, which I think is kind of what we're seeing a little bit glimpse of here. Yes, I do remember this one. I can't remember what it was called. Scars Above. Wouldn't have guessed that. In leading the chat says, yes, Space Rob equals auto win. That's the default.
Now we're going to talk about Gamescom Goes Green, which is an initiative that has made Gamescom the first climate-friendly gaming event in the world. The core event and this show, Opening Night Live, I'm happy to say...
Come on. Yeah, with the green, Richie. Green means eco.
Should be very proud of.
Yeah, they've turned the LED lights
You
up
guys are part
extra
of that
large
too.
just to make sure.
Now, as part of this initiative, Gamescom, along with the United Nations Environmental Program Initiative, Playing for the Planet, are going to give out the first ever Gamescom Goes Green Award to the best sustainability concept from an exhibitor here at Gamescom. And the nominees are Microsoft Xbox, Yuki, and the Indie Arena booth. And to find out the winner, let's turn it over to Melly.
So the most eco-friendly
yes, the
partner.
Winner of this year's Gamescom Goes Green Award is Yuki. And here to accept the award is Dr. Joe Twist, CEO of Yuki.
Okay, I'm all for eco-friendly protecting the environment, but you don't need an award
Gamescom for this wonderful
taking up time
award.
during these
It's brilliant to be
presentations.
recognised. Thank you to the Yuki team who work so hard every day to be greener. And thank you to the UN's Playing for the Planet Alliance for inspiring us to change.
I mean, if they're a
You know,
game
it's so
developer, it would have been nice to see some, like, give them a chance to promote whatever they're doing.
We're
But
play in over the next year, but you know, we only have one planet to live on, and we only have one lifetime to make a change and to protect that planet, so that we can continue to play our games. So everybody, whether you're a player or a business, can make one small change starting tomorrow, and together we can play more games together and save the planet. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joe, and
I mean, she's not wrong,
once
but
again to you.
time and place.
Remember,
Yeah.
it is not only the organizers or exhibitors that
All
can
of
go
the
green.
many people
All of you
visiting
can
from
also
America
make
and
a
everything.
change by donating to the Gamescom Forest. So plant your Gamescom tree today. Jeff, back to you.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Melly. Congratulations to Yuki. Now it's time to announce a brand new game from a new studio of industry veterans working on an ambitious new RPG. Here's the first tease.
RPG, let's go. I mean, that's a list, right? Space. Something wicked.
Of reality, there exists two lies. One before the shadow, and one behind the eye.
Because auto win.
Do they not cancel each other out?
If you can add dark fantasy and some horror elements in there, you're just getting a straight Game Awards straight off
the bat. Ryo song?
Weird song.
Weird?
Yeah.
Don't like that.
Lots of news here at Gamescom. All right, let's talk about Xbox and Age of Empires 4 that continues to expand.
Nothing about the
now
game.
We have news on the next civilizations joining the battle
Age of Empires
free
4.
DLC. If you want to learn more about what's happening with Age of Empires 4, tune into the Xbox booth stream for developer interviews on Thursday. But right now, here's that announcement from Age of Empires 4.
Dave for Game Pass.
Yeah, of course. It's first party, isn't it? So always.
Yeah.
Oh man, I need to play that. This might be why I get Game Pass. You know, this might be my final one. Dun, dun, dun. They got Smoke on the Water playing. Dun, 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 dun.
Instrumental version of Smoke on the Water.
That's a choice right there. Add it to the list in lead. RPG space Smoke on the Water.
Yeah.
With powerful siege tools and the ability to rally large
I used to spend so long making my own maps in Age of Empires. If you can get your little drummer guys to play Smoke on the Water in game.
Where's the space on? It'll be cheap code. Maybe something in the TIE fight or something.
How will you emerge victorious?
Remember those guys who just camp boats by the shore and just bombard your castle from, and you couldn't reach them because you didn't have the resources to build like ships or anything. Ottomans. God. Love Age of Empires. Yeah, weird song. I got that wrong.
Time to head to Gotham. You guys excited for Gotham Knights?
Ooh, that was rough.
Coming this October, and Batgirl, Nightwing, Robin, and Red Hood are going to take over in Gotham Knights. You're probably wondering about the story.
I feel like this game would have incredibly higher levels of hype if it actually had Batman in it.
The release date is going to be a little earlier than you expected.
They've said he's dead, and they've came out and said he's dead. He's definitely dead in this game, and they've said he's dead at the start and the end. But it's like, if you could just play as Batman, I feel like a lot more people would like, I'll play as the others, but I also want to play as the main hero.
I can't say I've got bored of playing as Batman.
And I've known for a while now that someday, like him, I'd have to work with you.
Remember, this game's been in development since Arkham Origins, so 7 years now they've been working on this for. If not, probably 8 now.
Could have prepared me for this.
I think it's just got that. I've got that vibe that, as much as I love the Avengers game, as Richie knows all too well, this could be that for DC.
Yeah.
But at least in the Avengers game, I could play as Iron Man instead of him being dead the whole game.
I've been wanting to see a trailer or some gameplay or something that wows me, but it always just feels fine.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad. It's just.
As we said earlier, with like how little time you have spare to game you like fine isn't getting me interested anymore.
Nothing can stop it.
I think this is one where I hope it comes out and reviews incredibly well.
Yeah, same. I hope it reviews well enough for me to go like, oh, actually, you know what? It's been a long time since I've played an Arkham game, and I love the Arkham games. I'm going to check it out.
Your adaptability.
Because it's based on the Court of Owls storyline as well, which is like one of the best like comic runs, yeah. But it does seem like nearly everyone's in it, but Batman.
That's one of my concerns. It's like, are they just trying to throw too many characters into it?
I mean, it's full player co-op, isn't it? So you want a good selection.
Yeah. Which then that you've got falls into the Avengers problem where do all the characters feel just a little bit watered down.
Kick your ass.
So like you just have to try and balance multiple characters.
Yeah. I guess like the power levels aren't too dramatic as they are in like Marvel, are they?
Yeah. I mean, I try and keep an eye on everything, and on IGN this month they've got the whole like slate of IGN First, where they show like video segments every day, and the comments for every video that goes up are not polite. They are not like loving this game at all. They either mock the art style, mock the graphics, mock the gameplay, or the lack of Batman. But yeah, like Richie said, I hope it's good. I hope it comes out and I'm like, yes, I'm ready for that Arkham fix.
Featuring action, adventure, and martial arts set in a turbulent time in the Northern Song Dynasty. The combat looks really cool. Check out this announcement of where winds meet.
That's a cool name.
Someone's drunk.
Imagine a Dynasty Warriors game, Rob, in the vein of like God of War or something.
Like, Dynasty Warriors can do no wrong in my book, just because it was there for so much of my childhood.
Yeah. Like, could you imagine these cutscenes where it's like the three, like, Liu Bei and everything, and his brothers talking over like battle plans and like having this music swell up, and it's like, right, we'll go to our deaths tonight kind of thing, and someone sets himself on fire.
That's not what you want.
Nope. They can see the stealth mission. It's, I mean, very artistic.
Yeah, I'll give it that.
Okay. Now, probably like you, Richie, I love Ghost of Tsushima so much. Yeah. Like, this has already got me more interested because of the art style.
But going a bit more folklore.
Yeah. Like, that guy's running on... Yeah, he's running on wind and water, which looks cool.
I will say, not every game has to have, like, the same climbing and, like,
yeah.
platform mechanics, does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
In some ways, it's kind of like anime-esque, like fighting, but not with the visuals.
Yeah, it's not got the overly crazy, yeah. But it is at the same time.
Did you ever play Sekiro? I didn't.
No, it's probably one of the ones that I'd want to get into out of those style. Yeah. I think it's definitely one I'm more open to checking out. I've actually been checking it on the Stadia store to see if it's gone on sale, but it's kind of kept that £30-35 price mark since it launched now.
Yeah, I've never enjoyed the Soulsborne games, so Sekiro, as much as I love the setting, it's always put me off.
Mm. Yeah, it's like Elden Ring. I'm keen to check that out.
I like to enjoy my games. I don't like to be stressed playing them.
Yeah, exactly the same. Because it goes back to what we were saying earlier on about having the time. Like, I don't want to spend 2 hours fighting one boss when I could go finish half an indie game in that time. Although this does look cool as fuck, this one.
Yeah.
Where the winds meet.
I do want to try Sekiro at some point, though.
Yeah, it's on my list. My long, painful list.
It's one of them. If it comes to Stadia Pro, comes to PlayStation Plus, I'll probably give it. All right, this is now the time.
I did like that though. That looked really cool.
Again, so much new IP tonight. It's really cool. All right. Back when we started ONL in 2019, a very special guest joined me here in person to close the show.
Kojima.
And this year, when I told him that we were going to be back here live in person, he said, well, I got to take part in some way. So please say hello to my good friend, Hideo Kojima. Mr. Kojima?
Oh, but he's not there in person.
Oh, that was a swap out.
Sponsored by Spotify. So is he showing off Death Stranding 2 of some sort, or another director's cut, or is it his Xbox game that's so early in production, or is he literally talking about his podcast?
それでですね、英語版と日本語版をそれぞれ同時通訳を交えて
I know he's Jeff's friend and all, but if he's literally here just to plug a podcast thing, that's weak. Yeah. That is weak.
That's like an ultimate bait and switch right there.
It's probably the reason why he didn't bother flying out.
I guess. Hatch in the chat, Hideo Cloud Gaming. One day, maybe. One day.
The Xbox one's meant to be.
ぜひリンクをチェックして楽しみに待っていてください。以上、小島秀夫でした。ありがとうございます。
That was weak. That was weak. He's even laughing himself. He's like, yeah, I can't believe I let him come on my show and do that as well.
They've got an awesome booth experience for those of you here in person, and for those of you at home, we've got a brand new trailer that shows you more of this.
Imagine how happy Jeff was when he was like,
simulation game.
Jeff will be like, oh yes, he's agreed to come on. What do you want to show? He's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like the next Game Awards he's just gonna do like a tour of his house instead of like, thanks for joining me. This is my kitchen. This is where I like to cook.
Here is a little something to inspire.
Yeah.
Be creative.
Is it Roller Coaster Tycoon? Oh no, we've seen this before. I feel like it looks like Roller Coaster Tycoon. Sounds like Roller Coaster Tycoon. Planet Coaster. Yeah, they've just finished obviously Jurassic World 2. Came out earlier this year. Last year, sorry, back end of last year. So Frontier must be working on the next project.
Great job, guys. This has a lot of potential.
Couldn't we go a step beyond?
Go into space.
Space coaster. You know what? Somehow he's the bad guy.
Yeah. Like, could you like? I know like Disney and Universal spend a lot on their theme parks, but could you imagine trying to commission that giant gorilla that swings a mallet at all for just one element of a ride?
Will you go beyond your imagination?
The upkeep of it would be ridiculous.
Oh.
Coming soon.
Oh, so it's not Planet Coaster. It looked exactly like Planet Coaster, though. I will say.
I love the diversity of games we have here. Amusement Park Simulator. I love Theme Park back in the day. Great to see that's coming out from Limbic and Bandai Namco. All right, now it's time to share another special announcement here at Gamescom. Not a game, but a concept car. That's right, it's here at Gamescom, and I got to catch up with Oliver Heimer, the head of Mini Design. Let's check it out.
This must be the German sponsorship slot because it's Gamescom's in Germany.
Concept Aceman reveal. This looks so cool.
I'm glad you like it.
Well, let's take a look and learn more in this trailer.
Why is the Pikachu there? That's because it's electric.
And it's Pokemon sponsored somehow? I mean, it's still better than the Kojima video already, I guess.
Yeah, right. That tiny bar has been
I
As much as
mean,
I love Pokemon video games, integration of that level into my car is a bit nuts.
you mean you don't want to watch the Pokemon animated series on your dashboard? That's it.
Oh, this looks so cool. I have so many questions for you.
Why?
First of all,
That's my first question.
The main question I have is how much did you pay to have this here?
Features and Pokemon. How did this come together?
Yeah, first
Why
of all,
does
let's
that
talk
Pikachu
about
look like a
Gamescom.
cheap
You know,
knockoff?
Gamescom is
Yeah, his head's like just a circle rather than.
Of, fandom
It's like
pop
side of a
culture.
carnival ride.
And as we are
It's
Yeah.
meant to be like
part
the
of that
shape of
pop
like
culture,
the dash.
we don't want
thing.
to miss out such a great event. And the Pokemon Company International and we have a lot in common. We're both iconic brands. And Mini is more than a car. It's a character. You partner to explore the world. And the world of Pokemon.
I mean, I like Mini Coopers as much as the next guy, but I wouldn't say they're a character.
So we share a love for distinctive design and strong.
And that dashboard is pretty sick, though.
I'm going to ask you your favorite
I just want
Pokemon
my
in a
car to
minute,
be
but
a car.
first, I want to ask about the gaming features. We saw a little bit in the trailer. Tell us, break it down. Why does this appeal to gamers?
So, first of all, it's
Purple
all
Haze
about
is all in the
basement
chat.
gaming. It's designed to be playful, as the brand is.
Will it collect Pokemon?
I could
Inside the car.
potentially
And
go, you
then
know
can
what,
connect
solid,
your
but it's
gaming
not going to
console
be reasonable.
your Mini. And all you
Yeah, like the niche
notice
market
is
for someone who
lot of
wants a car like this, then the niche market who someone who wants a Pokemon branded car like this, and then has the money to afford a Pokemon branded Mini Cooper like this.
If you could download like
So they're a
different
perfect
IP and stuff, like,
is there an
have it more
overarching motto
customizable,
to this
then I think
partnership?
that'd be cool. But if it's
So
just
indeed,
Pokemon,
there it is. We
I
asked
think you're going to get buyer's remorse quite quick.
What is
I mean, like, no adult's going to buy that car, and no teenager's going to get the parent to buy it, because
Just like it
no one's
does
getting
with
laid with
your,
that car
smartphone.
at all.
It'd be a
So
cool
what
thing,
happened? Come on.
like you could have. You could
just
have one,
like
you could have
our
your
brand
Pokemon
of
theme
Pokemon.
going on, but you could turn
So
it
our
off.
Gamescom
Or you,
claim
you know,
is
put
play
something
on.
else in there, put a
Never
Marvel
stop
theme
playing.
on or something.
Well, speaking of never stop playing, will we see you next year at Gamescom as well?
Yeah, we plan to stay in the game and play on for sure, like we always have from the get-go. So stay tuned.
Awesome. All right, Oliver, thank you so much. And we've got much more. Owen
He didn't ask him his favourite Pokemon. He said he's going to ask him later on what his favourite Pokemon is, and then didn't. Damn. Oh, Warhammer. This the new Space Marine?
Is a first-person co-op game set in the grim dark future of Warhammer 40,000.
I'm definitely going to play this.
Welcome to Tertium, a sprawling hive city on the brink of destruction. You are a reject, a convict freed to serve the Inquisition in this darkest of hours.
Got to catch them all indeed. Yeah, if it had
They'll bring out a new Pokemon starting with Bulbasaur.
if it had like built-in Pokemon Go integration, where as you drive around, it does the collecting part for you. If anyone's still big into Pokemon Go, 4-player co-op, Rob.
No reinforcements. You
40k world is so kind
last line of defense.
relentlessly grim and dark though.
It's what happens when civilization's been around for so long. It has no choice but to come.
When humanity's fantasy
Yeah.
universe. We just
No, like Fortnite
destroy
co-op
everything.
how it's going on.
This is what happens if you don't buy a mini electric.
Yeah, this is the future.
That's Pikachu. He grew up.
Only the
You
mini
didn't buy
electric
my
has no
car,
habits.
damn it. And now look at me.
Dark Tides. Hey, November this year.
Once upon a time, there were two twin sisters, Zora and Yaga.
You got it all wrong. Once upon a time, there was a freak with no face.
Stop it!
You can't hide from Baba, princess. How much longer you want to be a nobody?
I just need to find the red
There's just some like Baba Yaga in the forests.
The hut.
Looks it. Have we seen this before?
What the hell is wrong with this forest?
No, I don't think so.
Not bad. You
The little minions, they're like the little.
Loads of bits, like half
They look like the little bad guys from the Mummy 2. Or the Mummy Returns, sorry. You know, the ones that come out of the tree, the little wooden guys.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Always head straight to the red oak.
Logo art looks nothing like the rest of the game.
Yeah.
That looks more like... I mean, it's got Pac-Man right in the middle of it. Do you think anyone actually gets their phone out and scans the QR code in these moments?
Gives you wings.
I was tempted to, but it's gone before I can even like have a go.
That was part of the video.
It's too many steps. Yeah.
And I imagine a lot of people could might be watching this on your phone. Then what do you do? How do you scan the QR code?
Screenshot. And then Google Lens its ass.
In the past, you could have annotations on YouTube, so they could have an annotation pop up and they got rid of them.
Phantom Hellcat. It's cool. Cool name. Oh, he just got minced. Crossfire X.
I said.
Take care. Enjoy. Thanks for stopping by. And of course, appreciate your patronage as one of our Helix heroes. A shout out to everyone who's been in the chat tonight who is a Helix hero, of course. If you've enjoyed what you've watched along tonight with us, you can support the channel and us three gentlemen a little bit more, bring you better content, podcast shows, live streams, gameplay, fest looks, and much, much more. Of course, we still do it for free, but we appreciate the extra patronage. It helps us pay for podcasts and stuff. Now, I could have sworn Crossfire X was like one that was like dead on arrival. Like, I feel like it's been out a while now, and I don't think anyone I listen to talks about it in the industry.
And now it is time for a final award. But don't worry, there is more on Saturday, so make sure to not miss
That's going to be a good one.
Saturday. But here are your nominees for the most wanted Sony PlayStation game.
Okay, God of War Ragnarok.
No love for Nintendo, man.
Why is that in there?
Yeah.
It's multi-platform. It's never going to win. It's got Lies of P.
It was the same with the Microsoft one, yeah.
Right.
One Piece.
Oh, Richie.
No.
All right. Well, if it's only the 3, Lies of P.
Yeah, obviously.
Will I get it? 3 out of 3. Crap award guesses.
Lies of P.
Yes.
Easy.
I should get my own participation award for that.
Project director Ed Newiz. The stage is yours.
There was just one person won that. They didn't actually give any nominations.
I'm very proud of my team
just said because it sounded like the where, but then the winner was the name. I thought the winner was a person, but it ended up being the name of the company. I thought Yuki won. I thought Yuki was like the game director.
Like BTS and Korean pop will be the love in the Korean gaming industry. Thank you.
Thank
you. Congratulations once again to Lies of P. Thank you.
I mean, none of them were.
And yes,
no, yeah.
For tonight. But before I say goodbye, I want to bring your attention to a more serious matter. The past 5 months of war have been devastating for the Ukrainian families, and UNICEF and partners on the ground are supporting those in need. And of course, funds are needed. So please consider donating at unicef.org if it's possible. And yes, we have to take care of each other. Gamescom also supports the development of Antura, the language learning game for Ukrainian children. Antura is based on an app which was made for Syrian war refugees to learn the local language. And I mean, in times like this, it is more important than ever to take care of each other. And I hope you keep that in mind, not only for Gamescom this week, but way after. Thank you so much. That's it from me, and have a wonderful Gamescom. Jeff? Back to you.
Thank you, Melanie.
Definitely an important message there.
You with us. We got a few more games to go. Now, one of the great things about
13 minutes left, gentlemen.
Games made in Germany, and this next game was made by 4 students in Berlin. It was a big success on Steam, and now it's coming to a new platform, and we've got the announcement right now.
Oh, is that the first Switch thing we've seen all night?
I think so, yeah. Might have seen a few Switch logos.
Oh yeah, there's definitely been a few. There's that word biomes again. Damn you, Returnal. Damn you. Okay. It looks quaint. Dorf romantic.
That's not. Is it a premiere though? That doesn't
Yeah, a bit weak.
Cute, beautiful. Now we're going to get dark. The Outlast Trials. You guys excited for this game? The Outlast Trials we showed you last year at Gamescom Open Night Live. We haven't heard anything since.
Don't give him a chance. Don't give him a chance.
When are we going to get to play this? Well, tonight we've got the world premiere of the brand new trailer, and yes, some news on when you might get to play it.
Is Outlast Trials a follow-up for Outlast the horror game?
I never actually played the original.
The original's scary as shit. I got it as a free game and immediately remembered why I didn't. Yeah, I didn't like horror games. Yeah, I think it is the same world. But now we're at a carnival, it would appear.
Outlast is kind of a horror game in the sense that it's incredibly unsettling. It's not.
Mm-hmm. I would actually.
There's no action. There's no power fantasy in it. It's just.
Yeah. I would actually credit Outlast though with helping revive the kind of horror kind of renaissance we've seen, and then Resident Evil kind of doubled down on it, and then we've seen so many.
Didn't come out at the time when Resident Evil was going much more action as well. So
yeah, it's like 2012, 2013.
That pretty face.
And then obviously Resident Evil went Biohazard first person in like 2015, I want to say. It's like 2 or so years later. But yeah, it's very, very jump scary. Oh, this one's definitely got more graphic murder house.
Final confession. Elaborate and inclusive, rather than terse, for an even greater emphasis upon the experience of personal rebirth. The chef went out political criminals are subjected to a literally fatal dispensing of existence by the promise of execution.
Volunteer.
That's right. Some people will get to play something this year, the Outlast Trials. All right. Next up, we've got a tease of the first
odd
release
way to
from
pitch it,
Embark
right?
Studios, which a lot of the veterans that worked on the Battlefield franchise in Stockholm, Sweden. They've got a shooter wrapped in a game show format where destruction is going to play a key role. What we've got here is a short tease with some actual gameplay in it. The full reveal is coming later in September. You can sign up starting now to get in to start play tests of this. Check out the finals.
You kidding me? That's it.
I didn't see any gameplay.
I mean, does that deserve a clap? That wasn't gameplay or anything, yeah.
Live, and this is one we've all been waiting a long time for. Here we go.
You say this is the last one?
No, I said I think there's a few more.
Oh. Dead Island 2.
Oh, yeah, it must be.
Yeah, he's the guy on the leaked cover art. Thanks, Amazon.
That's one of the songs you dance along to on GTA San Andreas. Like when you steal a van.
Uh-oh. Stadia.
It's coming to Stadia, yeah.
Wow. What a
Chef.
It's Pebble Haze, yeah.
Pebble Haze February, and joining me now to tell us
Good
about this
shout.
long-awaited game is Con. Con, great to
February
have you
20th,
with
right.
us. First of all,
It's such an interesting world we live in with Stadia, isn't it, Richie? Where we get such random games like Dead Island 2, and then you don't see several other AAAs, and then one just creeps along. There you go, guys.
Playable characters.
It's 2 hours 55, 1 hour 55 into a 2-hour show. We got our big fish.
Which fits in with a very pulpy and irreverent tone, as you could tell.
I see the tagline there, see you in Hell A, so it looks like we're heading to Los Angeles in this game?
Well, our pulpy tone is kind of a love letter to classic cult Hollywood horror B-movies, so where better to set it than in Los Angeles?
Where better, exactly.
Modern paradise gone to hell.
Another island would be.
Oh yeah, it looks cool. It's obviously over the top. I know you're working on the narrative for it. This game has been, long awaited for many years. You guys have been working on it for a few?
Yeah, I'm sure some fans would agree with you. It has been long awaited, but Deep Silver Dambuster Studios started work on it about 4 years ago. We were really lucky.
4 years
We got
ago.
to build it from the ground up. We got to focus on.
So I'm guessing
is
the original plan was just scrapped, yeah, completely.
We think we've got a really great
played for
action
its benefit,
RPG
right?
out of that.
So let's talk about the gameplay. We saw the CG piece, obviously, but what can we expect from the gameplay when you show it?
So Dead Island 2's gameplay is all about experimenting with your preferred zombie slaying methods, just kind of going nuts. It's a combat toy box of close quarters melee brutality with a few guns for fun.
Okay, well, can't wait to learn more. When are we going to get to see some gameplay of it?
A little bit,
See
yeah.
some gameplay?
Yeah, I mean,
I think we want to see some gameplay. You guys want to see the gameplay?
we do want to see gameplay.
Can we do it now?
How about now?
Okay, let's do it. Here's your first look at the gameplay of Dead Island 2. Thanks, Con.
Get off my stage.
Dambuster. Do you know something?
This isn't gameplay yet.
Do you know something funny, Richie?
What?
Dead Island 2 website, no Stadia anywhere. Not in the platform options, not in the promo art. Classic.
Stand the fuck back.
Classic. Oh wait, it is right at the bottom of the website. It is at the bottom of the website. I take it all back, chat.
Is this gameplay?
This isn't
Jimmy.
I mean, I suppose it could be gameplay. It's just like not. It's not what I expected when you said, "Do you want to see some gameplay?" I thought you'd see a bit of someone playing, but
Sounds like you're the star of the show now.
This motherfucker.
Oh shit. Boom! Gods and whiskey. I will not have this devil in my house.
Gosh, this is beyond insane.
Dead Island 2.
that's the game.
And believe it or not, there is an uncut version of that trailer you can watch online if you want to see even more. All right, well, that's Dead Island 2 coming in February, and that is going to wrap up all the reveals for Gamescom Opening Night Live 2022. It's been a fun show, but before we go, I just want to say I hope everyone has a great Gamescom. There's lots of live streams for the next couple of days, lots of things for you guys to go and play and check out here on the show floor. And as for me and the team, well, we're going to go back to Los Angeles and get ready for the Game Awards 2022, which I'm excited to announce will be live on Thursday, December the 8th, 2022 from the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles. We've got lots of great stuff we're working on for that. But until then, hope you guys have a great Gamescom. Thanks so much for being a part of Opening Night Live. We'll see you soon.
And there it is, boys and girls. Gamescom Opening Night Live 2022 with Jeff Keighley, gentlemen, 2-hour showcase, loads of games. Let's talk about it. Starting off with Richie, favourite game of the whole presentation for you?
I think that for me there was 3 standouts, so I think I'll enjoy the most. Lies of P, Where Winds Meet, and was it Atlas Falls?
Mm-hmm. There was quite a few games with Falls or Fallen in the title, actually, in hindsight.
Atlas Fallen, that was the one that looked a bit like Forspoken.
Yes, it did. You're certainly right. Some big ones starting off, kicking off the showcase as well. Out of those 3, any particular one that if you would put your money down now and say I'm most likely to pre-order this?
Probably Where Winds Meet, actually.
Where Winds Meet? Yeah, the Ghost of Tsushima looking one.
It comes down to the setting, though.
Just does it for you.
Yeah.
Certainly. Rob, how about you?
Yeah, I think Where Winds Meet was the standout one for me. Also because I haven't heard of it kind of before this. That was kind of where it came from. Lives of P and the name escapes me, but the Dead Space crew.
Oh, Callisto Protocol.
Callisto Protocol, yeah. That's just like increased the hype on that game for me.
Yeah, the actual gameplay, the rare shot of gameplay we had across the whole event, that actually did make the game look like super compelling and really, really good. That was a standout one for me. Over the 2 hours, obviously, we saw a good mix of things. Lots of new IP, which is always good to see. It's always hard to kind of get a grasp and a feeling for it so early on when it is just cinematics or the gameplay we saw is either repetitive or they don't have the opportunity to basically expand on what they're actually showing you because it is like wedged in the middle of a showcase that's got a set and dedicated runtime. But it's great to actually see in a way we didn't see anything, I would say, huge that we knew, like AAA wise or existing IP, which I think is always good for the games industry. Like we see so many remakes and sequelized franchises now. I think actually 2 hours and I'd probably say 90% of what we saw was brand new. I think that's good for the next the years ahead anyway.
Well, I think all of our picks for like games of the show are kind of brand new IP.
Yeah, definitely. I think we obviously said Callisto Protocol. I think we can all agree that the gameplay and that looked really fun. Actually just seeing something, and obviously that's probably one of the few games we've seen today that's out. Not really imminently. I think it's December, but it's quite close. It's nearly September, in the grander scheme of things. I really enjoyed what I've seen of Callisto Protocol. For me, I think I'm with Richie. The Winds, what was it called again? I forgot already now. Where the Wind Meets. Something like that. That looked great. Very Ghost of Tsushima inspired, but then it has that kind of. It looks almost like a Bloodborne light or a Dark Souls light. Like it didn't seem as crazy intense as those games are, the Darkspawn, whatever you want to call them games. But
yeah, to me, it looked like if you to make Ghost of Tsushima, but instead of where Ghost of Tsushima is quite grounded as like a very samurai like action game, this looked like it's going to lean more into like folklore.
Yeah, definitely.
Which I think gives it like a unique element to it.
Yeah, the running on the water and running up the side of the ship was like a decent piece of the actual climbing abilities look different from your regular like Assassin's Creed grab and grapple up the side, which is always exciting. Look, a couple of little indie games sprinkled throughout. Obviously, we got the big one at the end there, Dead Island 2, specifically for our Stadia fans, our cloud gamers out there. We know a lot of you tune in to see what's next. So we got Saints Row today. We got FIFA. That's another AAA title sandwiched in for the beginning of next year, which is great to see. I think in and amongst that, for me, the other big one that I thought we saw, I think Hogwarts Legacy. I still need to see a lot more on that. I think Gotham Knights, I still need to see a lot more.
With Hogwarts Legacy, I want to see some actual solid gameplay footage to see how that game actually plays. Because we haven't really had any of that.
Yeah, exactly. We've seen like little walk around bits, but I think obviously it got delayed till next February, so I wouldn't be surprised at the Game Awards if we see like our final push on marketing for Hogwarts Legacy. I think we can all agree we're all excited for new Tales of the Borderlands.
Yeah,
100%.
Just I think as soon as that trailer launched,
that was in there because the trailer is exactly kind of what I expected from it.
Yeah. It's exactly the same thing. As soon as we see that art style and we heard some of the comedy writing, it was I can mess with this. And I think it's not going to be a full price game as well. I think which bodes well for it. I'd imagine around the £30 mark, as the Telltale games once were. Chat, do let us know what your favourite games are. Obviously, you've been watching along with us as well. Do let us know what your favourite space/RPG game was. That's going to get you an instant win.
Sand, obviously.
And Sand, don't forget Sand.
Yeah. What did you think about Sonic? Because I didn't think, considering that Sonic is so imminent, and it was like meant to be quite front and central. I felt it was kind of like lackluster. Like
Sonic's hard to judge based on like a trailer or anything, like because Sonic's all about how it plays. Like
it's all about momentum, isn't it?
Yeah, because it can be like Sonic can be completely barren of any interesting elements, or it can be like really fun, but you would see the exact same thing from the trailer. So
this is it. I've come out with that. No hotter or colder on Sonic. It's still kind of, I'm going to take a step back, see how it comes out, see how it reviews. But I was hoping like this might have like pushed it, go, no, you should play this.
Yeah, it was more of the same for me. I know the stuff it's been criticised for in its early previews, and it's what they let the journalists get hold of for a few weeks ago. Unless they change it, I know there was a big fan backlash saying they need to delay the game and push it back based on what they've seen.
Yeah.
I said when the trailer was gone, I've not bought a 3D Sonic game in like well over 10 years now, and again we've stressed throughout this, being three adults with full-time jobs is like, where are my priorities going to lie? And even just the things we've seen tonight, this unfortunately falls down the ladder a little bit.
It's hard to get excited for a 7 out of 10.
Oh yeah.
Perfect serviceable game. Just I have 8s and 9s and 10 out of 10s.
Yeah. And I think we've seen almost just like today with Saints Row, that's kind of the same thing. It's coming out to like mixed reviews, but it's usually sitting around about the 7 out of 10 mark. And almost like the consensus on the internet seems to be like, is that enough to merit your time when there's so many things out there? But yeah, we did see that from again a couple of little indie games. I think Return to Monkey Island was great to see back on the stage. That was nice. We saw High on Life from the Justin Roiland team. I do think another big standout one, if it wasn't the Wins game, it was definitely Lies of P. I almost want to say Lives every time I say it or see it. I think we all agree it's a terrible name still, but the actual gameplay and the trailer I felt was quite engaging throughout, and I was interested in the world again. I need to see more of it to see if it is more like Bloodborne or Dark Souls, or it is maybe just more action adventure. That could be my selling point. Yeah. But I love the SteamWorld aesthetic they've got going on, like Pinocchio retold through steampunk rather than wood, I guess. Geppetto. Richie, you've been interested in this game for a while, but again, you're similar to me, where the Soulsborne, Dark Souls type games are maybe a little bit too much.
Yeah.
What would Lies of P need to do to get you on board?
It depends how hides itself, because there's some games like are getting closer to things like Soulsborne in terms of difficulty. But I always found with Dark Souls, it was almost unfair difficulty, where the game expected you to know a lot and be good right from the start to be able to enjoy it. Where I don't think it had a good learning curve, where I don't think the game ever did a good job of teaching you how to play it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, especially with the first Dark Souls, there's a lot of critical decisions you make in the character selection when you haven't got a clue what you're doing.
Got to get good.
So I think it just needs to come out and have a bit more. There's nothing wrong with the game being difficult, but the challenge needs to feel fair.
Yeah, I can appreciate that. I get it. 2023, so not too long to wait for that one. It comes straight to Game Pass as well for those out there.
Be a bit linear. Don't go massive open world. Be a bit linear. Keep the narrative nice and tight.
Keep it going. What else did we see? Just round up. We'll skim through a few of them. I don't want to rest too long on them. The random zombie game, which Purple Haze loves so much. We got world premieres for a couple of other things. What was the one from the new team? That was Wicked. Just getting to it now in the footage. From something Wicked Games. It was the name I got completely wrong. What did I butcher? Did I say Word Say or something?
Oh yeah, I was too distracted by what that game was called to actually retain much information on it.
So quite a lot of stuff shown off. I think we all can agree as well. The Kojima appearance was an absolute waste of time.
God damn. Yeah, that was.
Like I get him.
Podcast,
Word Song. That was the game. I finally got to it. But yeah, Kojima pimping his own podcasts. I'm sure it's a great podcast, video game centric, whatever. But Unfortunately, yes. Not for me. A couple of people in the chat. Most excited about Monkey Island. Yeah, have to see how it plays through. GFN subscription, says Jin. That's always an option for a lot of these games. Of course, yeah, you can just get GeForce Now and buy it through like Steam or Epic. A lot of these things will come to that. Obviously, big show for Game Pass. I think there must have been at least 7 or 8 titles there that were listed as coming to Game Pass.
I mean, straight up sponsored by Game Pass, so...
Some of them were, yeah, they were definitely a partner for Gamescom. Overall, though, gentlemen, I don't want to put a number on it, but what do you think for your overall feelings? Good, bad, okay, average? What do we think?
I think the middle was... I think the end was a bit of a dud. With I was hoping for something more than like Dead Island 2, really. But it did make like the middle portion look a bit better in comparison, I think.
Yeah. I found out of the last few like things that Jeff's done actually, where you used to have almost have a big bang day, you come out swinging, you end on that one last thing. It almost felt like after Dead Island there should have been one more thing.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I think the biggest problem with all these always have is just the length of them. I think 2 hours is far too long for a showcase that, obviously, if you're in the live audience, it's very, very different because you've got people around you, stuff's going on, and I think just watching at home, which obviously more people are going to be watching at home, it's catering to 2 different types of audience, and I think keeping someone's attention for 2 hours where it's just trailer, cut to stage, trailer, I think it loses its momentum. I think about an hour and 10 minutes in, you can start to almost feel that lull. And then, like you said, Richie, they usually bring it back around with some big kind of AAA things. And did Dead Island 2 have that bang that I think they're expecting? The game's been kind of in development for like 8 years at this point. So for me, anyway, it's not the big blowout I'd like to do or that one more thing. But overall, yeah, I'd say it was like okay.
I was happy for it. So I actually... As we mentioned, there was a lot of new IP in there, and I think that's always good for the industry. But it feels like, though, instead of closing with Dead Island, you could have closed with Callisto Protocol.
Yeah, maybe flip them around a little bit.
Just flip them.
I don't know anybody who's actually hyped up for Dead Island. That's the issue.
It's been so long in the making.
It feels like Dying Light's just taken that.
Yeah,
and especially how similar like the mechanics look to Dying Light as well.
Yeah, and visually again, anything with zombies is always going to have that kind of tinge to it as well.
They should have finished with the Mini Cooper.
Maybe, yeah. There's a few questionable things.
Kojima.
Yeah, the awards, Kojima, the Mini Cooper stuff. Obviously, all sponsorships to pay for the show, of course, but fun all the same. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we will be breaking all of that down in our multiple shows that we have here on the channel. We'll be rounding up, of course, Dead Island 2 news and your monthly Stadia Pro games on this week's Sounds of Stadia podcast. Goes live every Monday. Check out this week's show that's up now, where we talk about a upcoming Marvel and Disney showcase for games next month, alongside things like The Lord of the Rings been bought and many games coming from that franchise. We also have Talking the PS, where we round up all the PlayStation podcasts with the 3 of us every Tuesday, right here on YouTube and podcast services, where, similar to this, we round up all the PlayStation news. So this week, we'll be talking about PSVR 2 and also the brand new announced, I guess we kind of forgot it, lost in the mix, the Elite controller. The DualSense Edge. We got that, but I think because it was like 30 seconds long and then they just moved on quickly, it kind of got lost.
Just kind of like, not that particularly interesting.
Yeah, I need to see more of it physically, don't I, to see it, yeah. We've got that, of course, and our weekly Cloud Quest podcast, where we go off the beaten path and talk about one more cloud gaming subject. And if you do have any ideas for a cloud gaming topic, by all means, send them in on our Discord, because we've got all the wonderful folks who've been in the chat, all of the wonderful members of the channel are over there, chat video games, life, and everything in between every single week. We'll be back later this Thursday with a first look live stream of the new Saints Row game. Of course, just came out on Stadia today. We'll be talking about that, checking out for our first look on Thursday. So we do hope you'll join us. And if you haven't done so already, do give the video a like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you're kept in the loop with all of the great content. But this has been Opening Night Live with Jeff Keighley at the Game Awards. We'll probably no doubt get loads more news over the next couple of days as Gamescom unravels and journalists and people get their hands on all the new booths and such. We'll probably get a few more leaks from Amazon between then and now as well, lads. But that's been it for our Helix Cloud Games live reaction watch along. Thank you very much. Thank you to my 2 panelists, co-hosts, watchers along the way. My name's been Chris.
I've been Richie.
And I've been Rob.
We've been Helix Cloud Games, everyone, and play whatever makes you the happiest. See you on the next one. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.